So I was just in New York, man. You ever been there? They had a big gay parade going on down there. You ever seen one of these? I never been to one, you know, but I like parades, you know. I love a parade. So I go to the parade, and turns out it's just a bunch of gay guys. Hell of a parade that is, huh? Imagine that on the TV, you know, you got Willard Scott and Faith Daniels. Okay, here's a big parade here. Here we go. It's a bunch of gay guys. Look at there. And here comes some more gay guys there, and there's a bunch more gay guys there. Well, hell of a parade this turned out to be here. But what are you going to do? I wish all gay guys come out of the closet so you know who's gay, nobody cares, everybody just lives together, you know. What I don't like is when you don't know, everybody's suspecting you. You know, especially if you're a guy, you know, no matter who you are, if you're a guy, you know, your buddies are behind your back there, you know. Gee, I haven't seen Fred with a woman for a few days. Well, yeah, now you mention it. He asked me to go swimming with him. Oh, Fred's gay! Come on, let's go tell everybody. Fred's gay over there. What are you going to do, man? Actually, I was reading this book. They said every guy, at some point in his life, questions his sexuality. Like, wonders if maybe they're a big gay themselves, you know? Like, you ever have a moment like that where you wonder maybe you're gay? You know, like maybe you'd be watching the TV there, you know? Geez, that William Shatner's a pretty good-looking guy. Hey, wait a minute, I'm a guy now that I think about it here. Let me see, I'm a guy, William Shatner's a guy. Carry the 3, and then that goes over there. And what the hell kind of what the deuce? Who knows, though, huh? Actually, I was reading this book. Get this. They said every guy has something. Get this. This is a different thing. Just about to say the same joke I just said. No, this is a completely different joke. But I was reading the same book. I read a lot of gay literature for some reason. Just to shake up my dad a little, you know? But I was reading this other thing in this other book. It said that if you're afraid of homosexuals, it means that deep down inside, you're actually a homosexual yourself. And that kind of worries me, you know, because I'm afraid of dogs. You know, I don't like... Lately, I've had a hankering to drink out of the toilet bowl. You know, that's the funny part there. Yesterday, I sniffed a girl's butt out in the street there, you know. It has nothing to do with the joke, but I thought I'd get it off my chest, you know.
God bless gay guys. I know a lot of them. They're all good guys, you know. Funny guys. One time I was like, you ever see a gay pride parade? That's taking a little too far to me. Being proud or something like that. Because, yeah, that's just what you are, man. You're gay. How can you be proud of that? You know what I mean? That's like saying, hey, man, I'm proud of being in English. God damn. I gotta tell you something. I speak English. I can't tell you. My heart wells with pride about that, man. I talk English every goddamn day. I don't get that, man. I can be proud of that. I went to a gay pride parade, man. I seen a guy, they have the parents of the gay guys, you know. God bless them, man. Because some of these guys, and they hold these banners, say, I'm proud of my gay son, you know. Some of these motherfucking guys, you know, you can tell they were in the war and shit, you know. They never thought they'd come with a banner saying, I'm proud of my gay son. You know, the mothers are nice, the guys are like, kind of proud of them, I guess. But seriously, are they actually, you know, bragging about their son being gay? Or they down at work, hey, Billy, man, I gotta tell you something about Jimmy. God damn, we're so proud of him. He graduated Harvard last year, first in the class. God damn smart kid, man. He's articling now, you know, over in the Cambridge area. Oh, my God, next year he should be a full partner. Oh, hey, did I mention he sucks cock? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this guy loves cock in his mouth, his ass. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I got a picture of him here. Yeah, here's the guy with 5 cocks in his mouth. Right there. God damn, that guy. I don't know how he does it, but I am just so proud of that picture. That's the picture I'm most proud of. him blowing 5 dudes. God bless gay guys.
Wanna get da 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 and get this fixed. Come just da 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 da. Just touch my move to the groove now, baby. Feel the rhythm in your bones. Let me see you shake your body, baby. Let me see you moving nice and slow.
Bizarre was a variety show. Adam Eager told me something I didn't know. He said you worked with Red Fox on a variety show.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm dying to
I
hear.
produced Red Fox Variety. You told me he just worked on it. Worked on it?
Well, that's. I mean, according to your
What do you
Wikipedia
think I was,
page,
a stagehand, you douchebag? Worked on it.
it's not
Did
the
you
first time I've
do
been called
your
douchebag
notes?
today. No,
I want
got
you
all my
back on
information
drugs.
from
I'm
Wikipedia.
serious. I want you back on stuff so you know.
Close. I'm gonna do a
No,
shot
I'm
next
sorry.
break. No, it's
I'm
true.
just teasing
No,
you.
no,
He's
no.
kidding you. He's kidding
No, I clearly.
He says, I love this podcast. It was great to see Norm Macdonald back, and Super Dave was the perfect choice as first guest. Lose the douchebag.
I mean, he's talking about me.
Well, we don't know if he's talking
He's
about
clearly talking about me.
you. He is talking about you. And this is just one person's opinion, but I have hundreds of other
Well,
people.
all right, yeah, you're right. It's one guy, he's entitled to his opinion,
Sure.
and that's fine, whatever.
And mostly
let's-
like the show.
Well, good. Well, let's hear another one then.
All right.
Let's hear another one.
What's the deal with that fucking douchebag? Well, that was about you.
I mean, are there any good ones?
I'll look.
Okay.
Not good. Okay. Let me see here. Ooh.
What is it?
Huh?
Is it a good one?
It's not good at all. I found one.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a positive one. Thoroughly enjoyed it from top to bottom.
Great.
Blinky91 says. A sparkling exchange between veteran funny man Norm Macdonald and comedy legend Super Dave Osborne. One minor problem. The set.
Oh.
It's just too distracting. Why are there so many clocks? We're not tuning in to see what time it is in Hong Kong. We're tuning in to listen to comedians doing comedy. Plus some douchebag, I don't know who he was, but I like to punch him right in the fucking face.
I'm Adam Egget. I work at the world famous Comedy Store. I'm the manager over there. Before that, I was a manager at the Tempe Improv, and I don't know what I'm doing, I'll be honest. And I'm not an actor, I'm not a comedian, but I'm just going to try my best, and I'm going to do the best I can. And I hope the people watching at home will give me a chance to I don't know, just give me a chance. And I did this as a favor to Norm. I'm not an actor and I'm not a comedian.
This guy says your face looks like a cunt.
I can't even change that. It's not the first time I've heard that. But, I mean... So you were just talking earlier. You've learned to ignore the detractors and the
Oh yeah,
people
because
that
I'm
hate
reading.
you because-
I'm reading things on here
because
right now.
it's hard. Like Norm and I were talking. I just started doing this as a favor to him, and just because it's fun, you know. Right. But I hear people say, "Oh, you should see what these people are writing about you." And gathered a bunch of comments from the people on YouTube, and they said some pretty hurtful things.
Are you gonna play it?
Well, yeah, I thought we maybe show them what it's.
Show them what you're talking about.
Let's roll the clip.
It was great to see Norm Macdonald back, and Super Dave was the perfect choice as first guest. Lose the douchebag.
He's talking about me.
Well, we don't know if he's talking about
He's
you.
clearly talking about me.
That's what you think. We don't even know what the people think, right?
It's crazy. Well, first of all, here's what I would say. My advice to you, Think about what douchebags get to do. Think about how, you know what I mean?
I do.
I would embrace it. I would embrace the whole douchebag thing because that seemed to be the term that kept popping up. And I would just go with it. I mean, if you're going to be a douchebag, be the best douchebag you can be.
The best douchebag I can be.
You're kidding me.
No! We just found out that Norm Macdonald passed away. Oh my God. I love Norm Macdonald.
He's young, and there it goes.
I don't know what to say.
Me either.
Yeah, we worked together on Last Comic Standing. I took the job because I wanted to work with Norm Macdonald, and we fought every day.
You fought with him?
We not like getting, but we would joke back and forth with each other, and it took a little while for us to gel. You know, that he would say something and I would make fun of it, and he was like, "Why is the host making fun of the judge?"
When you were at the ATM machine, you were no longer a black guy. You were a human being.
That was great. Almost racist, but then you got it right under the bar, Norm. That's why I love you. Keep it going for DC Urban, everybody. Great job, please.
Devastated, Conan O'Brien writing, Norm had the most unique comedic voice I have ever encountered, and he was so relentlessly and uncompromisingly funny. I will never laugh that hard again. Jim Carrey calling him a dear friend, saying he was one of our most precious gems, an honest and courageous comedy genius. I love him. Whitney Cummings tweeted, Norm is the pinnacle of bravery and originality. Senator Bob Dole, who Macdonald often played on SNL, sharing a photo with the caption, he was a great talent, and I loved laughing with him on SNL. Bob Dole will miss Norm Macdonald.
There's no chance of you running for president again?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, really? Because, you know, it'd be good for me.
And the Laugh Factory's marquee in Hollywood tonight lit up with Macdonald's bright smile and the message, make God laugh.
I like it with the Laugh Factory. It says, God says, when a guy dies. Didn't a comic die recently?
Like Jonathan
Winters. So then they'll say,
make God laugh.
Make God laugh. What does it say?
Make God laugh.
Jonathan Winters. Make God laugh.
Some really sad news today. We have lost an absolute comedy legend. I'm sure you'll have seen this in the news today. Norm Macdonald passed away today far too soon, far too young, after a 9-year battle with cancer. A battle that Norm never told anybody about, because all Norm ever wanted to do was to make us laugh. And he was absolutely brilliant at it. He said Mickey Mouse is huge at Disney World. If you see Mickey Mouse at Disney World, you're like, kids, go on, get him. Oh, it's Mickey Mouse. And he goes, you see that same Mickey Mouse in a 7-Eleven, you are holding your kids back like, whoa. Because he's only big within the confines of Disneyland.
He took a picture with a child. Yeah. And the child slipped from his hands, from Mickey Mouse's hands. Fortunately, Mickey Mouse has huge shoes. So the shoes broke the child's fall. And thank goodness for that. And he was fine, but he was crying, and everyone was concerned. Oh, except Mickey Mouse had a big smile, like you can't.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was completely nonplussed.
That's great.
He was not nonplussed. He was unaffected.
I always think about this. I wrote it down because I wanted to make sure I got it right. This is my favorite Weekend Update joke of all time that I think about often. It is a perfect Norm joke. The richest girl in the world, billionaire Athena Onassis, celebrated her 10th birthday this week. What's it like to be the richest girl in the world? Well, to give you some idea, at the party, they had 2 cakes.
The richest girl in the world, billionaire Athena Onassis, celebrated her 10th birthday this week. What's it like to be the richest girl in the world? Well, to give you some idea, at the party, they had 2 cakes.
SNL 40th was a few years ago. I got to stand on stage with Colin Quinn and Kevin Nealon and Norm. And the SNL 40th was a night where everyone just got a couple things to say. There was in an effort to find. And I remember laughing really hard, not at what Norm was saying as much as the idea that any of us thought Norm would play by anyone else's rules on any night.
We here are mere utility infielders. But right now, I'm going to introduce a man.
Right now? Over the years, I started at SNL in 2001. And I remember one time Norm walked back into the studio to visit. I don't remember how old his son was at the time, but his son was young, and someone said, "Hey, Norm, how's being a dad?" And he said, "It's going great, still no abductions." That's the first thing I ever heard him say in person. My son was watching you on Update and said to me, "You talk like Seth Meyers." And he told me that when he said that, he said, "Oh no, my son doesn't know how time works." He was the gold standard, and he will continue to be the gold standard. And
I've been searching for what's missing, but the answer.
How do you figure out how much to share about what goes on behind the scenes at SNL? Because I know that you were talking about Eddie not doing Bill Cosby on Howard Stern's show, and Seth Meyers wasn't crazy about that. He came out about the Ellen and said, I wouldn't have told that story.
Seth Meyers said that?
Yeah, he said, do we have the quote here? Just bring up the quote. He said, I wouldn't have told it. I feel the same way. I think when you're at SNL, you're seeing so many different things behind the scenes. There are often things to give away that are yours to give away. Norm played it in a way that is very Norm Macdonald. And he went on to praise you, but I don't know what that means. I mean, how do you choose what to reveal and what not to reveal, what to share and what not to share about an institution as powerful as SNL?
I always think, what would Seth Meyers do? It's ridiculous.
Do you have like a necklace or something with a WWSMD on it?
Yeah.
And whenever you're in a pickle, just hold that. And what would Seth do?
Yeah, because, if you really want to be really funny, then that's what you want to do. You want to think, what would make Seth Meyers laugh? That's how I live my life.
What do you think of his show?
Of what show?
The Seth Meyers show.
It's not something I would do. I don't like those news stories that's scary either, man. That's why I don't like watching the news no more. Because when I was a kid, just news stories be real stuff, like about the world or whatever. But now they'll have little personal stories that have nothing to do with nobody, and they present it as the news, and then you don't want to see them, And I noticed the latest one, they all seem to have, the show will open the news, and there'll be a guy with a suit and a tie, so he's a newsman. And he goes, "Hey, our top story tonight, a lady has vanished." And you're like, "Oh, yeah?" And they go, "Yes, she's gone." Yeah, yeah? Do I know her? No. You never heard of her, but we're going to tell you about her. We got Bill. He's on the outside. They have one guy inside, one guy outside. "Bill, what's going on?" And then Bill's outside. He's like, the lady vanished. Her name was Janice, and nobody can find her hiding her hair of her car. Was found in the car is fine. It's in the Burger King lot, but we can't find the lady. All right, back to you. And, so then you're at home, you go, well, I don't give a damn on account I never knew her in the first place. How can I possibly care? As a matter of fact, I'm happy it's her and not someone I know. So, but then they go, "We'll tell you about it." You go, "No, that's cool, I don't really want to know." But they can't help themselves, They go, "Here she, oh, hey, Bill, you still outside?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course." And they go, We understand you have some friends, Janice, to tell you about. Yes, we've been talking to some of her friends anyways. Turns out she's a good lady."
breaking news. Janice was a good lady. And we got some of her friends here going to talk about it. And then they show a lady and says, Janice's friend. And she says, oh, Janice, man, she was the greatest. She was the kind of person where you could walk into a room and she would light up the whole room. You know, it was amazing. She didn't have a light or nothing like that. She would just somehow, through sheer tyranny of will, she could make a room light up. Some of us thought it was supernatural. But. And then this is other Janice's friend. Oh, Janice. She was the type of lady I remember that you could always turn to. You know how sometimes you want to turn your neck, you know, because you're having troubles. You want to, you know, or your neck hurts, whatever. But when you turn, the person you most want to see in your eye line would be Janice, you know. And then, if you say Janice's other friend that wasn't one of the first two. Well, Janice, she's the kind of person, you could be talking to your best friend the whole world, you know, and then Janice come in and go, screw you, I'm talking to Janice. You know, you go over to Janice. She's a better person than you. It's Janice. And so then at home, you start to get invested in Janice. You start liking her, you know what I mean? And every day they show you more about Janice, you know, and they show different home videos of her, and you're like, hey, honey, look. Oh, I like that hat she's wearing. She's eating a piece of pizza, you know? And you start really liking her, you know? You go, ah, man, that lady's nice. I'd like to meet her one day. I forgot she vanished. Oh, well, they'll find her. I'm sure of it. Then you get hope, you know, and all you can think about is Janice. You know? Your feverish dreams are commanded by Janice's spirit, you know. You can't even think right, you know. And every day you're turning on the news, man, what's going on with Janice? And they keep going, telling, you know, and things progress, you know, and Bill's still outside, and he's like, we're still looking, it's been 3 weeks now. But as we speak, everyone's combing the woods behind me as we speak. And then you're at home, you go, oh, no, not the woods. You don't like to hear that. Nothing good ever happens in the woods. I've seen enough of these stories to realize that Janice is not going to come bounding out of the woods anytime soon. It's like, hey, what's going on, everybody? I was just taking a stroll through the woods. What's going on? Why are you taking pictures of me anyway? What's going on? Now, if they find you in the woods, generally, they find you in one spot. As a matter of fact, exclusively, every time, if you're found in the woods, you're found in a shallow grave. That's the way it works. I don't know why, but I've seen enough Bill Curtis specials to know that shallow grave is where you want to end up. Certain things you don't want on your death certificate. One would be shallow grave. Massive. You wouldn't want to see that on your death certificate, the word massive. Or maybe you would. I don't know. Maybe that'd be a good one. What about complications? That's the one that always confused me. I'm like, what the fuck? You go, hey, Doc, would my dad die again? It's complicated. It's complications. He died from them. Well, how'd that work? You told me it was going to be a simple operation. Yeah, we thought it was. You're not a doctor, are you? It looks simple in the book. But once we cut him open, man, a lot of red stringy stuff in your dad. Very complicated when you get in there, really. Well, anyways, goodbye. So, yeah, you don't want to see shallow grave in any of your, you know, in any of the Fourth Estate's account on your being dispatched. So, and also, doesn't it seem a little rash, a shallow grave, you know?
Like after all their planning, these serial killers, they're supposed to be so cunning, so diabolical according to the TV movies I've seen. And doesn't it seem a little rash at the end that all of a sudden it's just shallow grave? It's just, wouldn't you think they'd go to a little, yeah? There's like, there you go, a couple of leaves and a twig. That doesn't look like Janice. I don't remember Janice having twigs and leaves all over. Nobody will find her. A Boy Scout ain't going to stumble over her tomorrow morning, I know that much. I'm going home and await the authorities. And then they go home. Now, I would, if I ever did that, and I would never slaughter and kill a woman. I want you to know that. I know I say that now. Who knows? Can't predict the future, but I know there's not a river long enough that does not contain a bend. But I believe right now I would not slaughter a woman. And maybe it's just vanity talking. The scriptures say that man is mostly vanity. But in my vanity, I do not believe I would do it, But if I did do it, if I somehow snapped, because who would ever know, I would plan it out. I'd be very, very careful about it, I would track the lady, Because there's still a stigma, even in today's enlightened society, when you slaughter a lady. So I would track the lady. You understand? I would find out. This is what you got to do. You got to find out her habits. Like maybe you go, hey man, I know she goes to that cheese sandwich store every day, and when she comes back, she's got a big paper bag of stuff. I'll bet you anything there's cheese sandwiches in there. Eh? So then you put that up in your head. Lady likes cheese sandwiches. It's one piece of information. But you take your time, Then you notice, you see another pattern. You go, hey, every Wednesday night, that lady goes down to the gymnasium and plays basketball with other ladies, which is fine nowadays. So, what I would do is I would stand outside of the gym, and she'd come out there all sweaty with a ridiculously tricolored ball, and she'd be finished her game, and then where would I be? I'd be standing at the other side of the parking lot, and in my hand, what do you think would be resting but a cheese sandwich, right? So then she'd go, hey, what's in your hand? I go, what, nothing? She'd go, yeah, there's something in your hand. I go, there's nothing in my hand. I don't know what you're talking about. She'd go, there's something in your hand. I'm not blind. I see something in your hand. I go, there's nothing in my, oh yeah, this. Oh no, it's just a cheese sandwich. What, why, you like them or something? I got a whole bunch in that van over there. Yeah, that craziest looking van you've ever seen in your life. It's right over there. You want to go through it? You want to go get some? And by the way, if you ever do this, and I don't think you ever should, you don't have to have cheese sandwiches in the van. Unless you're proud of your detailed work or something like that. I don't want you to go, if you're a frugal serial killer, I'm the last that would advise you to throw away all kinds of money on cheese and double the amount on bread, Should bread and cheese cost the exact same amount of money? But anyways, I would plan it out. That's what I'm saying. And then I would take the lady and I would never do this, of course, but I would take the lady in the van to a remote area, you know, where there was a wooden shack that I had constructed, and it was silenced to the point that her screams would just echo off the walls, never to reach civilized ear again. And then I would do whatever it is that they do that gives you that godlike power, and then I would take her to the woods and I would bury her in the deepest grave ever. That would be most of my plan. The grave. Like 2 years before I had selected a victim, I would be working on the grave. I'd get 50, 100-foot grave. As a matter of fact, if I had any sense in my head, as my dad used to say about me, I would start digging the grave now. Just in case, because you never know when you're going to snap. You know? I should go home and just dig a big, deep 100-foot grave, you know? And worst case scenario, like my dad used to say, hey, a little hard work never hurt anybody, goddammit, you know? And best case scenario, I slaughter a lady and get away. If you're gonna slaughter a lady, and I'm completely against it, it's much better to slaughter a lady and get away with it than slaughter a lady and not get away with it. That's just, I don't know, because I've not done either. You know, I would have to talk to one of you that have done both to really get an answer. But I would suspect, like anything, not getting caught, you know, is the better choice than getting caught.
Yo, let me suck your dick so I can get leukemia.
Oh. They're doing a shot of Dara right now. Leukemia. How did Alan Thicke get into the leukemia bit? That's Michael Douglas.
Because that's if you suck cock.
But
you get leukemia.
So that was Michael Douglas.
Wait, what? Here's a story about Rodney, man. He was fucking guy. Kept doing coke and shit, even when, you know, you get scared at some point. You stop doing drugs.
Yeah. Right.
Most humans.
Not him.
This fucker, 80, whatever he was, doing all kinds of shit. Saga told me the story, right? So he's in the hospital, and he's got a fucking brain tumor that's going to cause a heart attack, all this crazy shit, right?
Right.
So everybody's worried about him. Just leaves the hospital 2 days later, right?
Walks out on his own.
Yeah, so he's in the comedy store with 2 hookers, and he's waiting for Ron Jeremy to show up.
Oh my goodness!
So this is 2 days later.
Yeah.
So Saget told me he walked in, he was like completely shocked. He said, "Rodney, how you doing, man? Well, what's going on?" He goes, "How are you doing?" And Rodney goes, "How am I doing?" He goes, "I'm sitting here with 2 whores waiting for a guy who can suck his own dick. How you doing?"
Still very quick.
Yeah.
Okay, my problem is I drink too much, way too much.
Yeah.
I get my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it. Hey, you kid, I know I'm ugly. I stuck my head out the window, got arrested for mooning. I know I'm ugly. I went to a freak show. They let me in for nothing. Kid, I was an ugly kid, too. How ugly? I was so ugly, my mother breastfed me through a straw. I'm ugly, I'm Tony, and my proctologist, he stuck his finger in my mouth. What's going to mean nothing, man? I got a niece, an ugly girl. She got married. She's happy. She married an ugly guy.
Right.
And today they got 2 very ugly kids.
Ugly kids, yes.
In fact, they're all so ugly in a family album. They only keep the negatives.
You're talking about a large person.
I mean, this girl was fat and ugly. Ooh, she ugly.
Ugly.
How ugly? I took her to the beach. They asked me what I used for bait. Ugly chick, you kid. When I took her home, my mother put newspapers on the floor. I mean, ugly. I gave her a hickey. I got fur on my mouth. I was an ugly kid, too. I had plenty of pimples. One day I fell asleep in the library. I woke up, a blind man was reading my face. I mean, ugly. Now, when I was born, after the doctor cut the cord, he hung himself. I was talking to my doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Finney Boombach. You know my doctor? Yeah. Well, he told me last week in his office he got 6 cases of VD. I mean, he's all right now, you know. And my doctor, he don't help either. He told me to run 5 miles a day for 2 weeks. I called him up. I said, "Doc, I'm 70 miles from my house." I'll tell you about trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombots. Know my doctor? What a doctor. You kidding me? What a doctor. I called him up. I told him I had diarrhea. Put me on hold. Oh, he's a strange doctor.
Strange doctor.
Hey, you kidding? I asked him if my heart was strong enough for sex. He told me not if I join in, you know? I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombots. Know my doctor? What a doctor. Oh, I called him last week. I told him, Doc, I swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills. He told me to have a few drinks and get some rest.
Life's not easy.
Not easy. You can't trust doctors either. They're all mixed up. You
really
kidding?
think so, huh?
My proctologist used to be a photographer.
Yeah.
Hey, he took x-rays, told me to bend over and say cheese. One time I saw him, he gave me sleeping pills. He told me to take them whenever I wake up. When you know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombots. Know my doctor? But God, what a doctor. He's really mixed up. He grabbed my knee and told me to cough and hit me in the balls with a hammer. I mean, last week was rough. Are you kidding? Last week I looked up my family tree. 2 dogs were using it. I mean, when I was a kid, it was different. I had it rough. When I was 2 years old, my parents got a dog, and I was jealous of the dog. So they got rid of me. My wife, I got no sex life. The dog keeps watching me in the bedroom wants to learn how to beg. I told him to watch my wife and learn how to roll over and play dead. I tell you, I'm sorry. I was a little late getting here tonight. You know, my dog, he started trouble again. I mean, I got a dog. He tries to run the whole house. Well, the other night, he started trouble. He went over the front door. He started to bark. I went over. I opened the front door. The dog didn't want to go out. He wanted me to leave. But my dog, too, she gives me trouble.
Your dog?
Yeah. I got a female dog, you know. I tried to mate her. She wants 50 biscuits. And I tell you, I got a dumb dog, too, my dog. We call him Egypt. Every room he leaves a pyramid. And my wife, I got no sex life either. In my house, we put the mirror over the dog's bed. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself.
How many kids you had?
I got 2 kids. I love my kids.
Yeah, you know, I know that.
My kids, of course, but our boy gives me trouble lately.
Yeah, really?
He's at the age now he copies everything. He sees something, he copies it, you know. This kid imitates everything.
Yeah.
That's why we got rid of the dog.
You all right? No, they're very impressionable at that age.
The peculiar feeling is your son standing there with one leg up.
Yes.
This afternoon, my wife cracked up the car again. I was out driving her. She told me she was going to make a U-turn. I'll tell you, the letter she made, you'll never find any out there. Hey, my wife can't do nothing right. She can't cook, the worst cook in the world. Gave my kid alphabet soup. He spelled out help. What a lousy cook. I mean, how can toast have bones? She's a lousy cook, too. She can't cook at all. I leave dental floss in the kitchen, the roaches hang themselves. And I tell you, my wife, she can't cook either. My house, we pray after we eat. I bought a pressure cooker. Now I eat off the ceiling. What a lousy cook. I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark. I mean, if she can't cook at all, my backyard, the flies chipped in to fix the screen door. I tell you, my wife with eating is always problems. She's a strict vegetarian. In fact, when I met her, she was grazing on the front lawn. I mean, she can't cook at all. She made chocolate mousse and antler got stuck in my throat. What's really annoying with my wife, the way she serves a meal.
Serves badly?
Terrible.
No.
I mean, you put down a steak.
Baby, I'm right as say no. Ain't got no drugs.
I tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? Yeah, last week my wife signed me up for a bridge club. I jump off next Tuesday. I mean, last week nothing went right. I bought a waterbed. There were 2 Cuban guys swimming in it looking for Florida. Oh, well. Last week I went to the track, too. That was a beauty. I shot off the opening gun. They killed my horse. I'll tell you, nothing works out. My car broke down again. I got a car, I got nothing but trouble. Every Sunday, I take my family out for a push. The last time my wife drove the car, she cracked it up, went into a tree. Told me it wasn't her fault. She blew the horn. My wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I said to her, just see what he looked like. She told me she got the license plate number. Oh, she's not smart at all. I told her our kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids smell that way, you know. I I'll tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed a dog on the lips and she won't drink from my glass. I mean, as always, my wife's father, he just moved in too, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens. I'll tell you, life isn't easy. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. Halloween, I open the front door, kids give me candy. My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself. I was an ugly kid, too. I worked in a pet store. People kept asking how big I get. Too fast for this whole section over here. And I was ugly in my sandbox. The cat kept covering me up all the time, you know? You know, what a childhood I had. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. Kids today is different. They got it too good. They don't appreciate it either. Last Christmas, my kid wanted a BB gun. I gave him a BB gun. He gave me a sweatshirt with a bullseye in the back. Smart kid I got. The other day, I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher. I tell you, my whole life is pressure. Nothing but pressure. This pressure is like a heaviness. Always on top of me, this heaviness since I'm a kid. Other people wake up in the morning, new day, up and at 'em. I wake up, the heaviness is right there waiting for me. And sometimes I even talk to it, and I say, hi, heaviness. And the heaviness looks back at me, today you're going to get it good, you know. You'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink, I'm a bad drinker. When I drink the next day, I got to do two things. I try and locate my car, and I got to bring back the car I took. I'm a bad drinker. You know the trouble with me? I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good. With me, nothing comes easy. I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette. I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding? This afternoon, I was at BB2 this afternoon. I was in a bar. They told me to get out. They wanted to start the happy hour. I mean, it's not easy being me. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet. You wake up daddy. No, but I tell you, I finally got some respect. They asked me here tonight, you know. And I tell you, I'm surprised I'm here. I mean, I voted for Randolph Scott. A cigarette, okay? You don't mind, do you?
You should give that up.
I got a crazy doctor told me to keep smoking. I want to stop chewing gum, so what the heck? How long do you expect to be in Shanghai?
Where did you start comedy, Norm? What if all my questions were so formulaic? What makes Norm Macdonald tick? We'll find out. We'll be right back after this.
What's your favorite curse word?
Anyway. Larry King is interviewing now. You got to watch him because you got to watch.
Have you done Larry King?
I did him as from his news and views. But the Larry King now you can notice he's getting really old, and he's like seen everything. Like he's interviewed everybody, and he's desensitized to everything. So like there'll be a guy on go like, anyways, my son went missing and died. And Larry King goes, they say there's nothing worse than burying a child. Paul Newman told me that. But no, like, emotion at all.
But that, they say there's nothing worse. Oh, can you put a little love in that?
The first death, always the worst. Just a grisly. But he's seen it all.
Who used to say that he could have, Dana Gould used to say that.
Superman?
Dana Gould used to say his guest will be like, today on our first half hour, we have the President of the United States. And then coming up later, Charo. or like, Dana used to say, who is it? The Lamb Chop and Jerry Lewis.
There was one guy, I don't know who it was, but he had Larry King, and it was like, he had Superman as the guest. It was like, Superman, one word, kryptonite.
How long ago was this?
I don't remember who did that. He is the greatest to watch, though, isn't he?
I like watching him, actually. Is that wrong? I still think he's pretty good.
I actually did something for CNN.com, and it was in the studio where he does his show, and I couldn't believe how, like, chintzy his studio seemed. It was just a desk and nothing. It's nothing. It's a desk and then
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
I'm like, wow, it's almost like he's doing a radio show, you know? Like, this is much nicer than his studio, for sure.
That's what Rickles always goes. He goes, you see him now, you know, he goes, he's interviewing Netanyahu, and then later he's with Bill and
Bill from Wyoming.
Sid from that neighborhood, Nate now.
You know why I like Larry King? Because he gets Don Rickles, and that says somewhere deep down he gets it.
Oh, definitely.
And I always think, doesn't it seem like when he has Bill Maher on and when he has Jon Stewart on, that he likes them and agrees with most of their views?
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Jimmy?
I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of the Larry King, but
me neither.
He seems like a nice guy. I don't know.
He was one of those guys when he was on radio. He was like Tom Snyder.
I listened to him on radio.
Yeah.
I liked him on radio.
And on those old broadcasters on radio, it's like they knew everything.
Yeah, and then he would rant a lot more on the radio. Like, he was more interesting, and then now it's just he's more of just a bad interviewer.
Right.
Like, one time I saw him interviewing Friends. Like, I guess his thing is that he doesn't prepare, so he's like he's asking questions like the common man would think.
Right.
So, but it really hinders him because then he doesn't do any homework. Like, he had the cast from Friends on, which is a show he obviously had never watched, and he's like, what's it like working with all these people?
That's hilarious.
I'm like, it's Courtney Cox.
So do you think when Jerry Seinfeld got a little upset or hurt or whatever it was, there was some legitimacy to that? Do you remember that?
No, tell me what happened.
Do you know? I mean, I know, but my version might be blurry. So if you have a better, well, he said something about now that your show got canceled, or something like it got canceled. Am I wrong?
No, you're.
I don't want to give the bad version of it, but Jerry was like, Larry, my show was on for 10 years. You do know that, don't you?
Oh yeah. Right.
We weren't canceled. We went out #1.
And he said
Larry
that
King's like, well, it's off.
Yeah, something like that.
But Larry King probably just forgot.
Lasted how long?
9 years, 180 episodes.
You gave it up, right?
I did. So.
They didn't cancel you. You canceled them.
You're not aware of this?
No, I'm asking you.
You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled?
Have I hurt you, Jerry?
I thought that was pretty well documented.
Is this
still CNN?
Don't most shows go down a little?
Most people do also. But... Yeah, no, I went off the air. I was the #1 show on television, Larry. Do you know who I am?
Jewish guy, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay.
75 million viewers last episode.
Boy, don't take it so bad.
Well, that's the big difference between being canceled and being #1.
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll be right back.
Jeez.
B-movie opens... B-movie
opens. Can we get a resume in here for me?
B-movie opens tomorrow. We'll be right back.
He called Ringo George.
Yeah, he did.
You know what? Don't we all do that though? I mean, haven't we all leave the guy alone? He's 90.
Go ahead. I'm
But
leaving
it's the
him
fucking
alone.
Beatles.
I'm leaving him alone.
Where were you when John passed? George, where were you?
George? No, this is Ringo.
Ringo, where were you?
I was in the Bahamas.
I was getting to it when George passed.
I was.
No,
you
weren't, Larry.
Just shut up. It's my turn. I know, but you got your name wrong, I Ringo, know. on national Give him a television. break. We can't anyway, cut it. It's I live. was in the Bahamas.
Now in this cancel culture and everything, I have to say, I no longer take that position with O.J. Simpson. He was found not guilty by a jury of his peers. I accept that. I see him as the greatest rusher. That's all he's guilty of to me, is the greatest rusher in the history of the NFL. Yep. Maybe I was the greatest rusher to judgment.
Now, you know what my friend told me? He goes, you got to get woke, you know? Because I'm not woke. But why is it I have to believe just because some person believes some fucking shit, You know what I mean? Like I was talking to this lady, fucking, that was a man, whatever the fuck it was. It was a man, but it was clearly a lady. So the man says to me, because I'm Christian, the man says to me, how can you believe in an invisible man in the sky? I go, well, I believe you're a fucking man. Ain't that far a fucking jump? Shouldn't she have to believe what I say, or? How dare you say Jesus Christ? How dare you, you fucking ignorant. Anyways, that's the old me. I got my woke jokes. I wrote them on my magic phone. I just started today. But nothing funnier than woke jokes. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody laughs. God damn it, where are my fucking excellent woke jokes? Fuck you, I can't turn my goddamn... You know that, whatever. I have notes on my magic phone and I write them down. Or maybe I can just remember it off the top of my head. Here it is. First of all, with woke jokes, you gotta remember one thing. They're not funny. But they're important. And they're said with a great deal of either anger or, you know. So here it is. Hey! Listen, I don't know what's happening to us as Americans, but there's some things that are happening that are wrong. And not who we are as Americans. Now, you take the southern border, and what's happening at the southern border? Well, that is not who we are as America. You know, you may not know this, but there at the southern border right now, today, there are children as young as 2 or 3 years old that are being separated from the people that bought them from the parents or the cartel or whatever, and the kid gets through, and then the cartel guy can't get through, and a deal's a deal. It's not who we are as Americans. Ripped from the arms. I don't think they do that every time, by the way. You know, journalists used to just say, and then they take the, and now it's like, I'm ripped. Is that a baby in your arms? Let me rip that baby out, and then we'll throw it over there. That's actually what any retard believes happens? That's another thing I'm not supposed to say. I got in trouble, I said retard, but anyway, I get in trouble for everything. Like, I said retard, man. So, anyway, I got this reviewer guy all mad at me. He said, fucking Norm said retard. He goes, and the reviewer said, I mean, this just shows how stupid Norm is. And then I said to myself, hey, what about the stupid people? It's not their fault, they're stupid. This guy's insulting fucking all stupid people. I guess you're allowed to insult stupid people unless they're real stupid and they're retards. I don't get it. You tell me the rules and I'll do my best. And context means something, right? Apparently not. Like, I remember when I said retard in my act because I remember the joke. And here was the context. You tell me if this makes any difference. The context of me using the word retard was, I love retards. Is that hate speech? Can that possibly be defined as hate speech? I'll tell you the precise thing I said. I said that because the reason is I do love retards. And I also use the word retard because it's just, I know what it means. It means arrested in your development, sometimes retarded. Stop, slow down, you know? I could say Down syndrome, but then I'd be worried people think I'm a fucking doctor or something, and then and they'd want me to hit their knee with a hammer or something. I don't got time for that. By the way, why do they still do that? What the fuck? How retarded are we? Like, you go to a doctor and he goes, okay, I'm going to hit your knee with a hammer now. You're like, okay, excellent, good idea. Then he hits your knee with a hammer. You're like, my knee! And he's like, excellent. He writes it down on a piece of paper. It's like, that's exactly how you're supposed to react when struck on the knee by a hammer. Good, good. Good, you're not paralyzed. That's good. We can just check that box. But anyway, so that's why I don't say Down syndrome, I say retarded. So, but I love retards, and this is the reason. I had a retard lived I live in an apartment, so 3 apartments away from me. There was this retard. He was, I think he was like 22 years old, lived with his parents, and I was trying to become his friend, and his parents wanted nothing to do with that. For obvious reasons. Because we live in this cynical world where I didn't want to fuck him, obviously. What I wanted is I thought some of his happiness would wear off, because see, retards are happy. That's why I envy them so much. That's why I love them. I mean, goddamn, if there was like an injection of retard juice I could take, I'd take in a second. Because it's happiness. That's all we want, right? What do we want other than to be happy? And how often are we happy, you know? Once or twice. I mean, not in your life, but you know, like I'm happy when I wake up. I think it's because that's when there's all the hope. You know what I mean? I think that's when I'm happiest. I wake up and I'm like, goddamn. I'm glad I bought that Tempur-Pedic pillow. Goddamn, that was the best purchase of my life. But then that doesn't last long because the light comes in and then, you know, kind of your life comes in and it gets all over you like a fucking spider or whatever. Something like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened to me? Like, you ever look in the mirror? I'm not talking physically. I mean, like late at night or something, you get up, you turn the light on, you look in the mirror, you go, what became of me? I used to be a nice fella. And at that point, I'd like to have a retarded friend, and he'd go, hey, I like bananas. I go, yeah, me too, goddamn. I never thought of it that way, man. They're yellow. You're fucking right, they're yellow. What do you say we go buy a fucking banana right now, me and you? Happiness, man, that ain't, that's hard.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, man, these days with your comedy, do you feel like you're walking on eggshells at all? Do you feel more like nervous about stuff you tweet and stuff you say just because of the climate we're in and everything that's happened?
Yeah, like we're gonna go do stand-up right now. It's mostly trying out new stuff. You don't have the freedom to just talk and free associate and then, you know, carve it back from there. Because usually the process would be you go way over the line,
yeah,
and then you bring it, you know, and then people go, we hate you, and then you take away all the parts where they hate you, and then you're left with the stuff that's not, you know, that's on the line but not over it.
Is your starting point a little bit more sort of tamer these days?
Oh yeah. It's very calculated and thought out. And
does that hurt your act though?
Yeah, it's way less funny.
Is that right?
Other than it being not as funny, it's wonderful. It doesn't hurt anyone's feelings anymore, but virtually no one laughs. So it's a trade-off.
But so that's really hurt your career in terms of the fact that you're an eggshell comedian. And I don't think like...
I'm an egg, is that a new term?
I just made it up just now. Shouldn't comedy be some sort of sacred place where you're allowed to say whatever's kind of on your mind and like, if it's funny, then it's okay?
It used to be, you know, like Jerry Seinfeld always says, the audience will let you know.
Yeah.
You know, when it's gone too far, because they're a cross, you know, representation of the population.
Yeah.
But now it's not enough to get, you know, 99%, you have to get 100%. You know, most of the audience wants to be funny, doesn't care about anything but that. They just want to escape.
Yeah.
But a tiny a group of people ruin it for everyone else.
And that's who you cater your performance to these days?
I cater my performance to a tiny group of people
That's sad.
that hate me. Hey, did you see the
filth out
did you
there.
see the Kramer thing?
Oh, I did see that. We could look at that right now if we wanted to, but we don't have to
Makes
look
me
at that.
laugh.
Yeah. Does that make you laugh when you see that?
The whole thing makes me laugh because
You've done stand up.
I know Michael Richards.
You do? Okay.
And he's no racist. He's not a racist. And when you say something like that crazy, it can only be a joke. You know what I mean? He was out of his head element. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But there's no way that a guy who's racist screams it at the top of his lungs. You know what I mean?
Well, certainly, I don't think he was anticipating the fact that a cell phone could have been putting this onto CNN as he was saying it. You know, I think he was
right.
thinking,
He wouldn't do it on the Craig Ferguson show.
Right. Maybe on here, though. We could maybe to get him on here to recreate that rant. I don't know, up here in front of the brick wall.
You know what I read today?
Yeah,
in the
what?
Inquirer that Michael Richards was attacked at that pink yogurt place.
Oh, he was attacked?
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing that's sort of scary is, first of all, you know, Mel Gibson has a career that he could hurt. Michael Richards doesn't really.
Wait a minute, Norm. I believe Super Dave was going to tell a joke there. I'm kind
Oh,
of.
I'm sorry. I thought it was really
No. Well, it seemed to me that he was going to say something because he wasn't being serious. And then you said some Super Dave. Was there a joke there?
No, Norm. No. I was telling the truth.
Okay.
That I read where he got these punk kids ran at him and slammed his car and everything, tried to turn it over, and he ran away.
Right. Yeah, because I'd be very frightened because, like Mel Gibson, if you make fun of Jewish people, then it's not like you're in danger. But
what?
If you're driving
what did you
around,
say?
You heard him.
Uh-oh. Hey, here's the thing, and I'm going to say it again.
Here's a very funny thing that happened. Marlon Brando, remember, said that Hollywood ran, the Jewish people ran Hollywood.
That's right.
Yeah, but Marlon Brando.
And then he had to apologize.
Marlon Brando
and they let him work.
Say anything. Marlon Brando lived.
Well, listen to Norm Macdonald and Super Dave argue about the Jews.
Marlon Brando lived behind a cardboard cutout.
What?
He lived behind a cardboard cutout. He was 900 pounds. So he can basically say anything.
No, but don't you think Michael Richards would be kind of in peril? And
well, but I don't think he had a career.
No, I'm saying just physically.
Hey, did you cut us off?
I didn't.
Are we just talking?
Yeah, you guys.
We're not even on the radio.
You haven't been on for the last hour, but that's great.
So great. I haven't talked to Norm in about 3 weeks.
Jonathan, don't you think that
permission?
Michael Richards may have his life sort of in danger?
Yes.
No, I would move to either Tucson or Idaho.
Yeah, or Wisconsin.
Why, is Wisconsin good too?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You mean like just a shack in the woods or something?
Or Boston. He could move to Boston.
Yeah.
Stay hard.
Wait a second.
No, wait.
You know the joke about B.B. King's wife?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't think so.
B.B.'s having a birthday, so she wants to surprise him. So she goes to the tattoo parlor. She says, put a B on one cheek and a B on the other. So the guy does it. She goes home. B.B. comes home. She opens the door, bends over, drops her shorts, and says, surprise! He said, who's Bob?
Oh, that's racist.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. The one and only Super Dave Osborne and his joke about
Yeah, sell that to Michael Richards, man.
Why, that's not a racist joke.
Yeah, sure it isn't.
Who's Bob?
Yeah, you know, that's the way you want to broadcasting in stereotypes. 97.9
I'll tell you what,
FM.
let's do it this way.
Yeah.
Bob Hope's wife goes to a tattoo parlor.
No, but you chose an African American.
Well, the Bob Hope is dead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And she says, put a B on one cheek and a B on the other. She comes home. Bob Hope comes home. She bends over, pulls her pants down, and he faints.
Now, Bob Hope is dead.
Yeah, I know.
Bring me the body of the great Bob Hope. If he struggles a lifetime of with rope. If he smells a bit, wash him down with soap. Just bring me the body of the great Bob Hope.
Bring Me the Body of the Great Bob Hope, another song by Super Dave Osborne and Norm Macdonald. They've collaborated together on a great new CD, Music from Dead People. Want to hear
Guy
something?
comes home with a duck under his arm.
Oh, shut
Wife
up.
opens the door.
Yeah.
She says, "Where the hell have you been?" He says, "This is the pig I've been screwing." She said, "It's not a pig, it's a duck." He said, "I'm not talking to you."
All right, that's enough. That's enough. Super Dave, Norm Macdonald.
Why did you make her African American in that joke?
Yeah, why did you say? You heard him because you're racist. He said you're racist. He said, why didn't you make an African American in your joke? That's what you like to do, don't you? Super Dave.
Hey, don't you feel sorry for Michael Richards, really, though?
All right, go.
If you were Michael Richards and you were in that situation and
That word.
and you said those things, what would you have done next?
Oh, I would move to Idaho. Ketchum, Idaho.
Okay.
And I've realized now, this is the new thing, this is the big thing, is that the movie, the big movie, you know what the big movie is this weekend? It opened at $30 million.
Which one?
Space Jam. You know about this movie?
Yeah. Sure, it's Space Jam.
Everybody would know it.
You know,
I know about it.
Space Jam is,
it opened at number one, $30 million, and I saw the movie, you know, it's pretty good. Michael Jackson's actually a very good actor, you know. Yeah. He's no Shaquille O'Neal, you know, but he's a good, I don't know, this isn't going well.
Michael Jordan.
What did I say?
Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's why.
That's what happened there.
That's why. Did I say Michael Jackson?
You said Michael Jackson. Didn't he say Michael? Is it just... I have 230 witnesses here.
No,
that's good. It doesn't happen much in life. You can turn to 230 people. Was I right? Yes, you are.
No, I'll tell you
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Before the show, I was watching TV back in the dressing room, and there was this sketch on it about a guy,
Michael Jackson.
Jackson in a utero.
I'm sorry. Well, so that one didn't quite go the way you wanted. But
no, but
still.
Michael Jordan is in this movie, right?
He is in the movie, yeah.
And he made $30 million for it, and apparently he did the movie because apparently there was some money in the world he didn't have, you know, so he had to. Did I say Michael Jordan?
You said Michael Jordan that time. Yeah, you did good that time.
So anyway, I wanted to talk about that because that's the #1 movie.
Okay, that's any other topicals you want to zing out there before we move along?
No, it's not going very well. Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Did you mean to say Michael Jordan there, or do you want to say Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson. He said, I heard a quote where he said, I don't care if my child is a boy or a girl, as long as it's a boy. He's going to name it. He said he doesn't know what he's going to name it. He said he thinks if it's a girl, he's going to name it Sharon.
Really?
Yeah. And if it's a boy, he's going to have sex with it. That's what he said.
Oh, the camera's on me now. Kind of thought I would linger over there, and I could kind of look down and get my wind back.
I was shocked by it, too.
This is a field day feel. As you know, it just came over the wire not hours ago. Lisa Marie, Michael Jackson. What do you think of that?
I just heard that before we went on. Yeah, Lisa Marie and Michael Jackson are getting divorced, and they cited irreconcilable differences. And I have the inside story. I heard that Lisa Marie was actually behind Michael's back. She was fooling around with another homosexual pedophile. He didn't even know about it.
Is that crazy? Women, huh? That's women for you. Oh, you blew that here. You could have used that on the update. I was thinking of that right before. I could have said that. Oh, man. Well, that's all good stuff. All gold. Hey, thanks so much for coming here. I know this is hard.
Like what the mind of a comic and what makes him like that? Well, we're done with you. There he is. Norm!
Did you get my fucking text about your show?
No. I love it.
We're on the air.
It's okay.
Yeah, of course.
It's good. They're greeting each other.
Oh, hey,
Norm
nice to meet
Macdonald,
you.
Anthony.
What's up, boys?
Good.
I see you
The rest of the
on
crew.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I do my YouTube videos and
it's awesome.
and stuff. It's fun, you know. You fuck off a little bit here and there.
Kevin Farley?
How you doing?
Sit down, Norm.
Pleasure. Take a seat. I think we're kind of running out of seats. Take the couch right there.
Hilarious special too, by the way.
That is nice.
Oh my God. Saw the special the other night.
We're not on the fucking
Oh,
radio.
yeah, we do that.
Yes,
we just,
you
can say fucking. That's how we roll.
We're on the radio right now?
We just bring it in and let it roll. That's how that works.
I know, you're looking at the picture. Colin's looking at a picture of Hitler.
That's my room. I'm looking for different motifs.
That's your screensaver?
That's my screensaver.
I gotta put on my cans, man.
Jim Norton?
Yeah, we just saw
Jimmy Norton.
You can see it.
See, we like bringing everybody in at different times. The host of the show, the
This
guests.
is fun. I saw you guys on the YouTube, you know? I saw you and Jim and you.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
On YouTube? Fun on the YouTube.
Yeah, you never watch fucking YouTube? What the fuck?
What's that?
Yeah, you watch the TV. This fucking guy.
I know,
TV's no shit.
TV's like extinct now.
TV's for the old fuckers. I watch the YouTube, fucking face, all that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what about this new thing?
What's that?
No, it's called Colors. Have you heard about it?
Oh, we were just talking about that.
I'm a fan of Colors.
We were just talking about
Isn't
that.
that fucking weird? No, but it's only 150 yards.
Yeah.
People within 150 yards.
Yeah.
You got it yet?
I don't know. It seems a little fucking weird.
It is weird.
Like a guy in your apartment building can see,
can see what you're doing depending on where he is.
Yeah, maybe you could figure out where a lady was, like looking at the layout of her apartment, and then maybe I don't know.
I think it'll come in handy for.
I don't know what it is.
I think it'll come in handy
Colin what it is,
for
man.
football players on the field because it's 150 yards, so he pretty much covers the field,
Yeah.
and they could probably figure out what the other team's going to do based on what they're doing with
That's
their
right.
color.
You don't watch a lot of football, right?
No, none at all.
150 yards.
Well, you got to consider the end
Canadian
zone.
football.
I was considering the end zones.
Oh, okay, I got it.
The entire field.
You're still off, though, a little bit.
Why? How long are the end zones?
10, right?
It's got to be longer than 10.
No, it's not. It's got to clear. It's
In
that's clear.
Canadian football?
No.
No, real football.
You got the
no.
100 yards, and then how wide is the
It
end
seems
zone?
about 10, right?
Yeah, let's go with a 10.
That's it?
So you were off by 30 yards.
30. What about after there, but behind the end zone to the wall?
All right, now you're talking 150 yards.
What if they jump in the stands?
Yeah, I've seen that happen. Give me a break.
Hold on, I got to get this up. So, Norm, you were on Saturday Night Live.
What a professional. Yeah, until Colin showed up.
I know. Colin took your gig.
He took my gig. He took my apartment.
Did he take the apartment, too?
Yeah, I moved in the same building as Norm.
No, you really are a fuck.
Single white female.
No, there was one moment. Colin probably doesn't remember it, but I was walking to the elevator, and he was coming off the elevator. Do you remember that?
What do you mean? It happened all the time.
No, I know, but
Maybe a little more detail, Norm.
That's how you took the elevator.
This is after I had left, and you had come on, and it was I don't know, it was poignant to me.
Sort of a changing of position.
You went to shake Norm's hand and he spit in your face. Do you remember that time?
No, Colin was awesome, though.
You didn't have any animosity towards Colin.
Not towards Colin. No, I love Colin.
Now, I heard you were taken off of that show because the OJ situation.
Who knows? I don't think it was really.
You don't think that was it?
No, I don't really think it was.
Because you gave OJ a little guff, and most people were just treating him like a saint.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I know people said that and shit. But I think I think it was because I didn't get laughs all the time and shit. And like Oldmeyer was watching Leno, who would get laughs wall to wall every fucking night.
Yeah, but that isn't what it was about.
I know, but I can understand his point.
I kind of liked the delivery and the fucking very dry wit of that whole thing.
The problem is, if one guy don't like you and he owns the cameras, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But I think it was also that Oldmeyer, when he actually would say something about like OJ
Like, you know, if you get pissed, then Norm would just say, all right, fuck him, and do like 5 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Other people would go like, hey, okay,
Yeah, like
I'll keep my gig.
Yeah, we didn't listen to anybody. And also, I don't think we were listening to people within Saturday Night Live, which was probably a mistake, too. You know, because Jim was, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How about my impression of Jim that everybody hates?
Yeah. I hate it too.
How could they hate that? It's great.
It's right on the money.
I don't even know who it is. It sounds like him.
It's perfect.
Hey, man, who got a comedy award? Anybody here?
Damn, I think one person did.
Huh? Who?
You?
I've never,
Saying the comedy awards
never
was a
got,
big,
no, the comedy awards. You don't know about the comedy
it
awards?
was a big event the other night.
Big event.
Well, I wasn't there.
The Lifetime Achievement Award, Tina Fey, I think.
No, Eddie
Murphy.
Well, that.
No, what did Tina get? The Mark Twain Award.
Well, how do you get that one?
You have to be as good as Mark Twain.
That's a dumb fucking award name.
I was nominated for one, but I didn't get anything.
You didn't get Mark?
No.
You weren't nominated for anything.
I was nominated
for special?
Shut out of most consecutive roast. I was nominated for fucking network.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't
Colin
like that
edged
network
you out?
very much.
Yeah. Thank you. I did edge him out. You were shut out of fucking roast without me.
Why are you screaming at me? We both hate the same people. It's not each other.
Remember the time you two were getting in the elevator after that award show?
Colin, fucking, yeah, why
show.
don't you do roast, man? That roast you did to Artie was fucking awesome.
Oh, because they don't fucking bring me on as roast.
Why?
I don't know.
They should.
You're the
You'd be very
king.
funny.
They don't bring Jimmy on either.
They always want the new people. Oh, hey, guess what? There's a young girl that's middling attractive that swears a lot. Let's get her. Right? Is that the new fucking thing?
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman,
girls-
hysterical.
Right.
Who's funnier than her?
Nobody.
No, except dudes. But,
Nobody.
but I think she spawned these other ladies. That they forget that she's funny, and they think the whole point is just to be
Semi-hot.
attractive, and then talk about sucking cock. And
You got to
crazy
show a
shit.
lot of leg. You got to show a lot of leg with
Yeah,
little
yeah,
skirts on, and then talk about sucking cock
Yeah.
and manipulating balls with your hand, and it's hysterical.
Bring back Phyllis Diller. Some ugly old bag. Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Those are the funny ladies.
Wow. Whoa, that is old.
The funny ladies always used to be ugly old bags. Or Roseanne, you know what I mean? Or,
No one was funny when they would have a comedian on like What's My Line or something like that. A comedian. They never called comedians. Now a chick can be called a comedian, but it was always a very funny. Whenever I'm at a club and I hear, let's give it up for a very funny comedian, I'm like, oh, it's time to take a piss. Time to take a fucking piss.
I tell you, man, you guys got to get this tape. I don't know if I ever show you this tape, but you know, everybody thinks they're edgy and all this shit. I got a fucking tape, a DVD, a CD of LaWanda Page. You know that?
shit.
Oh, yeah.
Aunt Esther.
Aunt
Aunt
Esther.
Esther. This was from the fucking 50s or 40s or some shit, and she's in Harlem and doing the filthiest stuff. Like really fucking funny. You can't even believe it.
You can
I wash my ass.
You can almost imagine because Red Fox and
Peanut
her,
butter pussy.
obviously.
Right, what was that joke?
I'm sorry, son.
What was the joke
Red
about
Fox.
peanut butter pussy? What you had?
Oh God!
Easy to spread, something like that.
Easy to spread.
Who, just LaWanda Page?
LaWanda Page, Aunt Esther.
Fucking funny as shit.
Yeah.
I like Red Fox, and he told her he was going to slam her face into cookie dough and make gorilla cookies. Yeah. You can't say that anymore.
I saw one time he had a joke. He said, "Man, I take one of those." He goes, "I saw this lady. She's taking fuck."
It's all right. You got the voice right.
I can't remember. He goes, "This lady, she's taking the male hormones, and oh my God, she was an ugly lady. She had a hair all the way from her neck all the way down to her dick." That's not a good impression. No.
That works.
The joke's there.
Yeah.
You're fucking special. I watched it the other night. It's hilarious.
Thanks,
fucking
man.
great. So good to see you back on TV like that.
Yes.
It was so fucking good. And
fun.
And the thing about you, I don't know what it is with that voice of yours. When I read your tweets, everybody that I talk to also reads them in Norm's voice. Yep. And it makes it that much funnier. Everybody started, during the Oscars, we all start tweeting our shit during the Oscars, past Oscars. And one of my buddies, Travis, actually retweeted and said, "You got to follow Norm Macdonald." I'm like, I didn't even know you were on or shit, so I started following you. and they were hilarious. Like the funny thing, when are you going to thank the computer? Every fucking tweet. When are you going to thank the computer? Just shit like that is stuff that no one else was tweeting. It's out of your mind shit.
I just found out about that Twitter shit.
It's great, and you got so many followers really quickly, and didn't have to pull a Charlie Sheen with it. It was just funny shit, man.
But when you go to hit the send, you fuck for a second. You go wait, like because it's just off the top of your head,
and it's right there, yeah. And
I don't do drugs or alcohol, thankfully, because I'm sure guys could really fuck up and say bad things.
They have. You know,
Louis C.K. has had to delete entire threads.
Oh my
of
God.
things he's Twittered.
The worst thing is too, and especially if you have a lot of
because
followers.
that's what he does, though. I mean,
but sometimes even I guess like he'll even feel bad about it and just go back and delete.
A lot of times, if you tweet something and you want to delete it, even a second later, if you have a lot of followers,
they got it.
It's already been retweeted, and you can't delete theirs. So if you got 10 followers and you write something about, hey, those Japanese people, by the way,
and then they can retweet it exponentially.
Yeah, and then it just goes on and on.
That shit was censorship, man. He made fun of nuclear breakdown. That's censorship.
We should be able to talk about anything, man.
But
It's
how about the fact
America.
We keep running faster and faster. I don't know what we're after, yeah. We keep up with disaster. I'm thinking that
Norm's tweets, like some of them are not supposed to be funny. They're like profound, like poetic.
I deleted a lot of those. Because I'd read my responses. They go, you fucking asshole, you're funny. I'm like,
That's just it. You can't stop being like, if you're funny and then you got like a serious comment, like I would tweet some ridiculous shit, but then I'd go like, Obama gave a speech. Let me give a little feedback on what I believe of Obama. You racist, fucking conservative, fucking rich motherfucker.
Some people too fucking think it's serious. Like I tweeted one that I said my something, I don't know. I said like my father was brutally murdered last week, and it's only now I can look back and laugh. And then these people would fucking answer. They go like, "I'm so sorry." Like, closure takes a while. So I had to go. No, it was a joke. That's cool.
How does anyone read that and not, especially from you, and not think it's a goddamn joke? People are so stupid. That's something this whole thing has opened up, where you're kind of communicating with people you never would talk to or meet that don't understand what a sense of humor even is. So the responses you get sometimes like hey, I was like, hey, God, it's spring, but I'm looking outside and there's still a little snow on my back table. At least you're alive, motherfucker.
That was from a dead guy?
Yes, I'm getting tweets from the dead. I guess he had a loved one pass on. Perhaps a father that was brutally murdered a week ago.
I guess to sum it up, everybody's a critic, huh, guys?
Your special should have been called The Voice of Reason.
You're doing a sports show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess I didn't know you were that into sports, but then again, I don't know much about football.
I'm into sports a lot, but not enough to, now I have to go on fucking, these sports
Yeah, you're
going
to be like the sports guy.
I don't know that much shit. You know what I mean? I know a lot about sports, but if you asked me, who won the Super Bowl 6 years ago, I'd have to really think about it.
Yeah, those are the sports guys that just know stats and shit.
So I have to go on these sports talk shows where they know everything, and then the fucking phone callers, what do you call them?
Phone calls.
The listeners.
Fat guys in the basement.
Yeah. They know even more. So it's like, hey, what do you think of some guy you've never heard's stats that year?
Yeah, you're like
Frank Mahovlich.
I know Frank Mahovlich, the big M.
How do you know him?
You're throwing me softballs.
I have no idea what that's about.
He was a hockey player. He knows them. He knows.
So we know things from the 70s.
So what's going to be the gist of this sports show? Is it
it's going to be just me doing jokes.
Oh, okay, about sports.
Yeah, about sports. But it's going to be accessible to people that don't know nothing about sports, too.
Oh, that's good. See, that's me.
Guest going to be on? The guest going to be on?
Yeah, I was hoping you'd come on.
Yeah, of course.
Colin.
I know everything about sports.
You do know sports.
Yeah,
What
tell
do
us
you
when
know?
the 70s, I know.
Colin knows sports when like they wore leather helmets.
Yeah.
The good old days.
What do you know about sports, Colin? Give us some knowledge.
And ask me anything before 1973. I know everything, but after that, I don't know nothing.
Norm, go ahead, man.
Okay.
This is his audition.
Yeah.
I would ask.
I could be the announcer. Norm Macdonald.
How many?
Sports show.
How many? How many? I guess I'd say how many World Series did Babe Ruth win?
5.
He was making the 3 thing. He goes 5.
Yeah, and it was 3.
He won 1 with the Boston Red Sox.
It was 3.
As
That's
a
right.
pitcher.
He was a pitcher.
Yes.
No, he won 2 with the
Yes,
Yankees.
Boston
and
Red.
one.
I'm talking about like 1968 to 73.
Oh,
you have 5
68
years
to
that you know?
73.
5 fucking
You stink
years.
at sports.
I'll give you an easy one.
All right.
Who was the quarterback on the Colts against
Johnny Unitas, Earl Morrill.
against the Jets in '69?
Johnny Unitas, then Earl Morrill.
Who played in the Super Bowl?
Both of them. Johnny Unitas played like 5 minutes, and Earl Morrill played the rest of the game.
What happened to Johnny Unitas?
He was old.
Tendonitis.
He was 5 minutes older, and they had to take him out?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty impressive.
That
was
is
pretty
impressive.
That
That
you
is
knew both.
You could be on
impressive.
Norm's show now.
You never
God
saw
damn.
that
That's
game.
good.
That's
I
almost
never
a
saw that
trick
game.
question there. It's like a trick question. And you
Johnny-
gave me a trick answer because I had no fucking clue.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, that's why you said 2. I'm like, oh, 5 minutes, they took him out. I had no idea because he was
They
old.
brought him in like, symbolically.
Oh, like, hey,
no,
he's
they
playing.
brought him in at the end. That's what happened.
Oh.
Earl Morrill started, but then at the end they're like, we're losing to the fucking AFC, and they
So who
let's bring in
cares?
Johnny.
You look good, man.
They
You
thought
haven't
they'd
gained any weight or
Oh,
nothing.
thanks.
No, it's cool.
He looks the same.
Because we worked together in Boston. We did this movie.
Oh, what a blast we
Yeah.
had.
We
What
had
did
fun.
Grown Ups?
Oh, Grown Ups.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Forgot you guys were in there.
The highest grossing picture
yeah.
of all time.
Yeah.
It did make a lot of
Did
fucking
make a lot
money.
of cabbage.
You got any points on that one?
We didn't get any Maseratis. They
They
gave
got
Maseratis.
Maseratis, yeah.
They
Wow.
gave
We got
out
the
Maseratis.
They gave
Sandler.
Rob Schneider. Stanley gave Rob Schneider, Rock, Spade, and Kevin James Maseratis. 4 guys that don't need him. Me and Norm need Maseratis.
What did you guys get?
iPods.
What did we get?
What did you get?
Nothing. We got Ugats.
No,
What did you get? He gave you
I thought
something.
you had a joke. We got
We got,
We
oh,
had
yeah,
to
I did have a joke. I said they gave us a weekend. They gave us a zip car for the weekend. Nice setup. Yeah.
You guys work well together.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I
we
see the
walk
magic.
around. We walk around Boston every day. We go shopping for clothes.
we
And
fucking whatever.
this son of a bitch. Every store we go into, it's like the nice part of Boston, Boylston Street.
Yeah.
You know? It's all these nice stores, so they know us.
I don't know. I've never dressed in my life. I don't know how to dress.
He dressed like a hip hop kid, like for like a 16-year-old black kid.
No, I just wear whatever's the loosest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Comfortable.
Do you not like your body? That's why I wear loose clothing.
I don't like my body at all.
I don't like anything that shows my body, my tits or my stomach or the side
No, I
fat.
hate it.
But you seem to be in shape, Norm.
I'm not
grand
in shape
shape.
at all. No.
That's because you wear loose
Well,
clothing.
you're not fat.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell you something. This is weird because I was always fucking skinny, right? And I go to the doctor and he says, "We're gonna measure your fat." I said, "No, man, I'm skinny. I don't need. Why are you fucking measuring
I'll call
my
it
body
Dr.
fat?"
Man.
He checks.
He was Dr. Man.
He checks my body. He goes, "No, you're fat." He goes, "You're both skinny and fat." Like he said, basically like bones and fat. Like the muscle,
Wow.
there's no muscle there.
Oh.
So not a good combo. But anyways, he takes me shopping.
I take him shopping. Every store he goes in, he creates a fucking ruckus. They're like guys like we go to this like semi, metrosexual guys like
Metrosexual.
Would you like to
now,
go?
What, don't you think if a person said you look metrosexual, isn't that the same fucking thing as saying you look gay?
Exactly.
What the fuck's the difference?
That's gay.
But then the guy's like, we're in like these nice stores, and the guy's like, hey, why don't you go in the back and take off your shirt? What?
I don't like showing
You
my
want me to
fucking
take
body.
my shirt? Hey, this guy wants me to take my shirt off. Starts screaming. Everybody that comes in the store is like, yeah, don't ask them to take their shirt off. Like,
No,
you just
man.
accuse them of
I'm like
trying to
Jim,
sexually
I swear
harass-
to God, fucking so. When I was young, I was fucking skinny and shit. And when you're skinny, when you're a boy, people don't talk about that. They always say, well, fat girls have tough. But when you're fucking little or skinny as a boy,
and people can beat you up, it fucking sucks.
So you didn't didn't take your shirt off even
I
as
would
a
wear,
kid?
this is how stupid I was when I was on the grade 3 or 4, whatever, I'd wear 5 shirts over each other.
Just to look bigger?
Thinking I was fooling.
Did you used to have to, in gym class, I know they used to play like shirts and skins.
Right.
And I hated that. And I was like, please make me a shirt. Because I, as a kid, didn't like fucking taking my shirt off either.
Yeah, you were probably thin.
Yeah, I was a very
Yeah,
skinny
yeah,
kid and everything. And I was like, please, God. And then when they'd say skins, I'd be like, how can I get out of this?
Yeah.
And then I'd have to go, oh, I got a stomach ache.
There's 2 kinds of dudes, you know? Like, there's ones where they can go through a shower and shit.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Locker room,
Guy's
naked.
12 years old, fucking showering, got a hairy big cock.
Right. And, well, you know, 2 guys fucking a lady and all that stuff. I can't do that.
No. How about Norm played hockey with Gretzky when he was a kid?
Yeah.
Really?
But the funniest one was, I was there. You got fucking hot stories. But there used to be a guy on the Philadelphia Flyers by the name of Dave the Hammer Schultz.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This guy was a
He was an
fucking
animal.
enforcer. Yeah. So when I was a little kid, you know, at the fucking, where the Canadiens played, you know, at the Forum, I was back at fucking Schultz, you know, the big fucking bad Flyers and shit, you know. I couldn't find Bobby Clark, but Schultz was standing outside the bus with a big fur coat on, looked like from Slapshot or something. And so I ran up to him, I was a little kid, I'm like, hey man, can I get your autograph, you know? And he's smoking a cigarette. He threw the cigarette at me.
Oh, shit.
It was so funny. And then I was traumatized, but then later on I was like, that's way cooler than getting an autograph.
Being burned.
Were you good at hockey, Norm?
I was. I pulled my tendon. I pulled my fucking tendon. You guys are young, man.
Well, not really.
A fellow like me.
Yeah.
Getting up there. Listen.
Did you have a shot?
Listen, as Colin Wells knows, I've seen more sunsets than I'm gonna see.
Oh boy.
No, but I tore my tendon, and this is the first time I've been immobile in my life because I still have this crazy competitive fucking thing where I'll play, you know, 20-year-old kids and pick up basketball and get the shit beat out of me, but I still think I'm young. But this was the first time I was immobile for about 3 or 4 months. If you guys ever get there, it's a fucking portal to the future. You go, holy fuck.
Yeah. No, I noticed those aches and pains that start coming
You
up
do?
that you
they're
weren't there
catching up with
before.
all of us.
And you
Yeah.
just kind of, now you got to work through them. And Louis C.K. talks about it too when he goes to the doctor and it's just like, oh, that's just, you know, oh, that's what it is. That's never going away,
Yeah,
ever.
exactly.
There's no cure for it. There's nothing. You got to live with it. And it's like, oh, great. That's just the beginning of the
Right.
falling apart
Right.
sequence.
You
to
never
My
death.
fucking cardiologist, 68-year-old man. He's like, you got to keep walking. He goes, at our age. I go, our age? Like that. And then I realized I think I am in his bracket compared to my kid, you know, who's 18. I'm not in his fuck. I'm closer to this 68-year-old.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever happens, happens.
I talk about this in my new book, Perspectives.
Perspective. That's good.
But you wish you had the... You know what everybody fucking says? They're like, hey, man, I don't care. When I get to be 80, I'll just do heroin. That's what everybody fucking says.
Right, yeah.
But I think when you get to be 80, you're like, oh, you're just scared the whole time. You're not going to do heroin.
I noticed during your...
You're hoping young people don't fucking beat you up. Imagine you walking down the street, every fucking guy can beat every fucking guy and lady.
Just kick your ass.
Yeah, and they don't give a fuck about you. And you know, I saw an old guy. This is another thing. You ever notice this? You see a fucking old guy, like 80, fucking looks like a skeleton or some shit, right? In your stupid head, you don't think you're going to get like that.
No.
I don't know why, but...
And you think it's going to be just so, like, long and something might change in science or something.
Yeah.
Like, I've noticed on your special, you do have a lot of bits that are very funny, but, like, very dark as far as the... death and growing old and disease and things like that. One of the funniest goddamn things you were saying was, you know, your odds of getting attacked by a terrorist are 1,000,001, but your heart attacking you. It's just so funny. Your heart attacks you. The heart's not.
What are the
good.
odds of your heart attacking you?
Your
That was
heart
great.
attacking you.
I thought that was offensive.
It was very
Well, the
offensive.
people who've had heart attacks, Carl, it's a good
very
point.
offensive.
Funny to us.
It's too soon.
But like, where is that? Like, where are you as far as that goes? Are you authentically petrified of the end or of falling apart? Which isn't
I shouldn't think about it as much as I do.
You
but
do? Do you lay there?
I go fucking. I get a lot of tests done.
Do you? Yeah,
Like my
make sure
dad-
everything's cool. Your cholesterol.
This happened
and-
to me one time. Because, like, people say, oh, you're a hypochondriac and shit, but I'm like, no, fuck, that's not it. It's like the only chance you got is early detection. That's all you got. And so I used to go to the Mayo Clinic, in Rochester, Minnesota, every year, and I would have, this is what I would do. Because I don't, this is what doctors do. They'll just fucking, you go, hey, I got a cough. That's probably a cold.
Right.
You know what I mean? They just brush everything off, especially if they know
That's
you're
what
a
they told
hypochondriac.
Jim Henson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So what I would do is I'd go to this is what happened to me. I went to the Rochester Mayo Clinic, and I would exaggerate all my symptoms. So I go to the stomach guy. He goes, "What do you got?" I go, "I fucking shitting blood. I'm coughing up blood." He goes, "Holy fuck!" So he'd give me a full thing. I wanted to make sure I got a full thing. So every fucking guy, blood was coming out of my nose and ears and my asshole and everything. So anyways. Just so I get a full, clean bill of health. So I did, and then that's when I'm most happy, is just when I'm walking out of that place.
Now, how long does that last?
Doesn't last long, because
Something can
obviously
pop up.
2 days later, the fucking thing can start. But then, a fucking 6 months later, I decided, I never had insurance before, so I decided to get, like, life insurance. Couldn't get it, right? So I was like, holy fuck, because sometimes they mix up files and shit. I said, I must have something wrong with me.
Oh, no.
And so I fucking said, why the fuck can't I get, and nobody will accept me for life insurance. Anyway, it turns out that the life insurance people are privy to all the doctor's notes.
Oh, so you were
they
saying...
got the doctor's notes. Even though I had a clean bill of health, they go, this guy's shitting blood, fucking blood everywhere,
I can insure this motherfucker.
Yeah. So they said he must have some unknown disease.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So it took me a long time, and then finally I had to get that fucking Ed McMahon life insurance. I like those guys. They're like, hey, man, will nobody fucking give you life insurance on account of you're fucking old and sick and gonna die? Here, we'll give it to you, $1 a month.
If you're 65 or older, you could get term life insurance.
Yeah.
And then it says doesn't kick in for 3 years, premiums, and
plus, imagine if you're the fucking guy that's asked to do that commercial.
And it's like, and no medical tests. We won't ask any medical questions.
Imagine you're an actor, like you're fucking like Robert Wagner, and you know that's like, hey man, do you think about death every fucking day like me? Did you never fucking think of taking care of your family at any point?
Until right now when you're on your deathbed?
Until now?
Holy shit, man. Yeah, I did notice during the special there were a lot of those things, but you make them fun. It's very rare that you could use the word cancer in a bit and actually make it funny.
It was just, yeah. No, I'm not like, that's not what I talk about in stand-up. That was just a certain period of time.
No, that's what I mean.
It's thinking about shit like that.
Do you, I noticed because I'm very bad with me being alone with my own thoughts at night. A lot of times if I'm just in a quiet room without the TV on, like I'll just think too much to go to sleep.
Yes.
And it could be anything. It could be like, oh, there's a kind of a program I want to maybe work on tomorrow on the computer.
Yeah.
Or it could be, hey, I wonder when I'll die.
Yeah.
You know, and that, so I like having the TV on just for that. Are you good with your own thoughts, just laying there in the quiet?
I'm no good.
No?
I try to, because, you try something to get off the whatever the fuck you'd use to quiet your mind,
Yeah.
Whether it's booze or whatever the fuck, pills, whatever it is. But I try meditation, try that, To me, it worked the opposite. Like I'm sitting in a room of people, they go, just close your eyes. They go, thoughts will happen. No fucking kidding. Racing hellish thoughts, And then the guy's like, just let them go. I'm like, ah. And then you open your eyes, you look at some other fuckers right beside you. And I tried it 3 times. I could never get to any place of quiet.
No, I need a lot of distractions, and I could still operate and work. Like I could make myself, go to sleep, or if I'm working on a computer or something, I'm good with the TV on or something like that.
Yeah.
But I need this constant little distraction, because if you're just left alone to your own devices, your thoughts will turn horrid.
I stumped a fucking psychiatrist once. I said to the guy, because I was fucking gambling all the time, shit, right? I had a gambling addiction. I'm over it now, but shit. But he said...
I bet you're not.
That's a good one. He almost lost everything.
Yes, Chipperson is very funny.
But he said, the psychiatrist, he said, you're using gambling, you're fixating on gambling in order to escape your real thoughts, And I said to him, isn't that why you do everything in life? And literally, I stumped him.
He had no answer.
He was like, and then he recovered and tried to make it. But isn't that why you do everything?
Yes.
So you're not sitting at home
just thinking
about what's really going to happen to us?
where it all ends. What was your gambling poison there? What did you enjoy? Sports gambling.
Yeah, sports is the worst.
You aren't a casino guy, or
no? I did everything, but sports was the one that you think you can pick. You know what I mean? You delude yourself into going. You've sports gambled.
I've never sports gambled.
Oh, really? In your life?
Well, maybe once I got that slip and I knew nothing and I filled shit out and some guy I could have won.
What about you?
A little bit. Yeah. Not like you. I've heard the Norm stories.
I'm blackjack guy.
Oh yeah. I play blackjack.
I love blackjack.
What was your biggest loss? Did you talk about it?
Nah.
Not really, huh?
Nah.
I don't blame you.
A lot. It was a lot.
Yeah. You're over it though.
I did a stupid thing one time.
Okay, he's ready to talk.
This was my big statement I threw over at Atlantic City on the boardwalk. I threw 60,000 into the ocean.
What? No way.
Yeah, to quit. That was my thing. I'm going to quit.
Why didn't you just quit and keep the 60?
It was supposed to be like I felt like I was in a movie.
Wow.
That was a symbolic kind of a thing. Like, was it money or chips?
No, it was money.
It was money?
Holy shit.
I said chips, and he goes, what's that?
So you threw 60 grand, because you had a moment where you're like, this is cleansing, this is the ocean, I committed.
The same way a drug addict would throw his drugs into the ocean.
Right.
How long after it left your hand did you regret it?
I regretted it pretty good.
See, I would have thrown the fucking dealer into the... That's how I would get over it. Those stone-faced idiots.
I'm surprised that people, like dealers, don't get...
Killed.
Yeah.
It really is amazing because they can piss you off. I've seen dealers do things where it's like, and in succession, where you're like, all right, look, I'm finally getting good cards. I'm pulling 20s out here. And the dealer's consistently showing a dumb 4 or a 3, and that 7, 8 pops up, and here's the ever-present picture card. Or anytime like they're dealing around, and I'm like, okay, king, and now they go around for the second one, 4. But whenever you see them showing a picture card, that down card, it's always a face card or an ace.
Every time.
Insurance.
Is that your game? That's your game?
Yeah, I have yelled. I've gotten to the point where the guy, my security guy, Keith the cop, had to get a pillow and bring it down because I was turning around and punching him in the shoulder so hard when they would pull this bullshit on me. And I was yelling where, like, the floor guy would come over and go, hey, Mr. Cooney, you're going to have to keep it down. Because I'm just like, God, you motherfucker, fuck! So the pillow...
Don't people recognize you?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, it's humiliating.
And I would also use the pillow to bury my face in and go like... And I have to tell the dealer, look, it's not you personally.
Yeah.
It's the cards. I'm yelling.
You reacted to an ace of diamonds the way most people react to a rape.
Yeah.
Screaming into a pillow.
Well, I fucking had an 11 and I doubled down, and you're throwing fucking, you got almost 30 grand out there, and they give you an ace. Dude, I never get an ace.
It's funny when you see a famous guy. There used to be a guy, a weatherman here in New York named Spencer Christian.
Oh, yeah, I remember Spencer Christian.
ABC, Good Morning America. I think he also wrote, I think he was a smart guy or some shit. But anyways, I seen him in the casino at the Trump, you know, and you can spot a compulsive gambler. Like,
oh, yeah.
His eyes are, and he's on a bad roll. It's that kind of roll where you keep leaving the tables and they're like, better luck next time. You know, that kind of shit. And he's just the next table and he's putting money, everything's losing, you know, and he's just saying, anyway, this big fat fucking family from Ohio. They go, there's that weatherman.
Oh, no, you don't want to talk to anybody.
No. So they're taking a picture and he's like this.
Shut up and deal.
Oh, man.
Oh, exactly. I hear you.
And the other fucking horrible thing is you'll like lose money. You'll walk away from a table, a fucking craps table, right? Down like 35 fucking thousand. And as you walk away, some motherfucker goes, yeah, it's like $2 for us.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's
right.
not,
It's
asshole.
not.
It's not.
Norm, can we move you over one seat
Well,
to where
actually,
Colin is?
Yeah.
Oh, Brock Lesnar is here.
I'm here. Norm has to go.
Oh, you have to leave?
Your people.
Norm's a busy man.
Your people are telling us that you have to go.
Can we
if you want to stay, it's up to you.
Quick break?
You run. We start with
Is
the
that
in a
okay?
few minutes. I'll
Yeah,
talk
go,
to Brock.
go,
you
go.
run.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to.
Norm and Brock will sit there, and if you can stay, you can stay. If not,
I want to get a picture of Norm.
take your thing off.
We
Don't
do
give your
things
thing
on
off.
the show. Could you snap a picture?
Brock, come sit.
Hey, Brock, come on over. It's just a busy day.
Yeah, they snuck in.
Someone show Brock where he is.
Brock's right here. Oh, he's waiting for the picture.
Okay, all right.
Finally meet you guys, man.
All right.
Colin, you're out of here too. Later, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
Colin Quinn, Long Story Short, premieres on HBO a week from Saturday at 10 p.m. See you soon, Kyle.
Hi, Melinda. That's your ex?
Yeah.
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Schimmel?
Here you go, buddy.
Where'd Colin go?
Colin just ran out.
Fucking mess. I love it.
It's a clusterfuck.
Norm's just.
Around. Colin, where you going?
We actually are on the air.
Hi, Brock. How are you?
Yes.
Sorry about that. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Thanks for coming in.
You know Norm Macdonald behind you, just so you know the people. That's Norm.
Colin Quinn and Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Go somewhere?
Good.
I'll be back. I'm just.
Ant's just taking a lot of pictures.
All right, can they do it out? They can do it outside, right? Can they take the pictures outside? Oh my God! All right, we're taking pictures. Brock Lesnar, you really walked into a clusterfuck, but we're happy that you're here. Thanks for coming.
Morning.
Yeah, thanks for doing our show. It wasn't easy to get you on the show.
Yeah,
Happy to do it.
What time did you get up this morning?
Way too fucking early. You text me that you're coming down.
Can we do this outside? Can we everybody do this outside, please? I'd like to fuck with everybody, but Norm.
Nice to meet you.
I love you, Norm. Good seeing you, buddy. I'm happy you're here. But, no, I love you very much, actually.
Because he loves Brock Lesnar more.
Because I'm happy Brock is here, and people are doing a photo session in the fucking booth.
Don't wear it out.
We knew this would be a clusterfuck.
That's all right.
I want to ask him about the 50,000 he lost on a home run, but next time. Yeah. Norm Macdonald was great on the show today.
Oh, yes, he was.
Holy shit. Brock,
All
sorry.
right, Brock is here.
Sorry, Brock.
All right, now we are ready.
Yes.
For Brock Lesnar.
No.
Yeah. He doesn't
Colin
like that
edged
network
you out?
very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I did edge him out. You were shut out of fucking roast without me.
Why are you screaming at me? We both hate the same people. It's not each other.
Remember the time you two were getting in the elevator after that award show?
Colin, fucking, yeah, why don't you do roast, man? That roast you did already was fucking awesome.
Oh, because they don't fucking bring me on those roasts.
Why?
I don't know.
They should.
You're
Be
the
very
king.
funny.
They don't bring Jimmy on either.
They always want the new people. Oh, hey, guess what? There's a young girl that's middling attractive that swears a lot. Let's get her. What? Is that the new fucking thing?
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman, hysterical.
Right.
Who's funnier than her?
Nobody.
No, except dudes. But,
Nobody.
but I think she spawned these other ladies. That they forget that she's funny, and they think the whole point is just to be
semi-hot,
attractive, and then talk about sucking cock. And
you got to show
shit.
a lot of leg. You got to show a lot of leg with little skirts on, and then talk about sucking cock and manipulating balls with your hand, and and it's hysterical.
Bring back Phyllis Diller. Some ugly old bag. Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Those are the funny ladies.
Wow.
Whoa, that is old.
The funny ladies always used to be ugly old bags.
Yeah.
Or Roseanne, you know what I mean? Or,
no one was funny when they would have a comedian on, like, and the fucking very dry wit of that whole
well,
thing.
the
And you're
problem is, if
special.
one guy don't like you and he owns the cameras, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But I think it was also that Ohlmeyer, when he actually would say something about, like, OJ, like, you know, if he got pissed, then Norm would just say, all right, fuck him, and do, like, 5 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Other people would go like, hey, okay,
Yeah, like they'd
I'll
lay
keep
back.
my gig.
Yeah, we didn't listen to anybody. And also, I don't think we were listening to people within Saturday Night Live, which was probably a mistake, too. You know, because Jim was, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How about my impression of Jim that everybody hates?
Yeah.
I hate it, too.
How could they hate that? It's great.
That's right on the money.
I don't even know who it is. It sounds like him.
It's perfect.
Hey, man, who got a comedy award? Anybody here?
Damn, I think one person did.
Huh? Who?
You?
I've
Saying the comedy awards was a big,
no, the comedy awards. You don't know about the comedy
it
awards?
was a big event the other night.
Big event.
Well, I wasn't there.
The Lifetime Achievement Award, Tina Fey, I think.
No, Eddie.
Eddie Murphy.
Well, that.
No, what did Tina get? The Mark Twain Award.
Why How do you get that one?
You have to be as good as Mark Twain.
that's a dumb fucking award name.
I was nominated for him, but I didn't get anything.
You didn't get Mark?
No.
You weren't nominated for anything.
I was nominated
for special.
Shut out of most consecutive roast. I was nominated for. Fucking network.
What if they jump in the stands?
Yeah, I've seen that happen. Give me a break.
Hold on, I gotta get this. So Norm, you were on Saturday Night Live.
What a professional.
Yeah, until Colin showed up.
I know. Colin took your gig.
He took my gig. He took my apartment.
Did he take the apartment too?
Yeah, I moved in the same building as Norm.
No, you really are a fuck.
Single white female.
No, there was one moment. Colin probably doesn't remember it, but I was walking to the elevator, and he was coming off the elevator. Do you remember that?
What do you mean? It happened all the time.
No, I know, but this
Maybe a little more detail.
This was
you took the elevator.
This was after I had left, and you had come on, and it was I don't know, it was poignant to me.
Sort of a changing of position.
You went to shake Norm's hand and he spit in your face. Do you remember that time?
No, Colin was awesome, though.
You didn't have any animosity toward Colin.
Not towards Colin. No, I love Colin.
Now, I heard you were taken off of that show because the OJ situation.
Who knows? I don't think it was really.
You don't think that was it?
No, I don't really think it was.
Because you gave OJ a little guff, and most people were just treating him like a saint.
Yeah, but I know people said that and shit. But I think it was is because I didn't get laughs all the time and shit. And like Ohlmeyer was watching Leno, who would get laughs wall to wall every fucking night.
Yeah, but that isn't what it was about.
I know, but I can understand his point.
I kind of liked the delivery.
That was it.
Yeah, you watch the TV. This fucking guy.
I know,
TV's no shit.
TV's like extinct now.
TV's for the old fuckers. I watch the YouTube, fucking Face, all that shit.
Yes.
Hey, what about this new thing?
What's that?
No, it's called Colors. Have you heard about it?
Oh, we were just talking about that.
I'm a fan of Colors.
We were just talking about
Isn't
that.
The picture
weird? No, but it's only 150 yards.
Yeah.
People within 150 yards.
Yeah.
You got it yet?
I don't know. It seems a little fucking weird.
It is weird.
Like a guy in your apartment building can see,
can see what you're doing depending on where he is.
Yeah, maybe you could figure out where a lady was, like looking at the layout of her apartment, and then maybe I don't know.
I think it'll come in handy for.
I don't know what it is.
I think it'll come in handy
Tell Colin what it is,
for
man.
football players on the field because it's 150 yards, so he pretty much covers the field,
Yeah.
and they could probably figure out what the other team's going to do based on what they're doing with
That's
their
right.
color.
You don't watch a lot of football, right?
No, none at all.
150 yards.
Well, you got to consider the end
Canadian
zone.
football.
I was considering the end zones.
Oh, okay, I got it.
The entire field.
You're still off, though, a little bit.
Why? How long are the end zones?
10, right?
It's got to be longer than 10.
No, it's not. It's got to clear. It's
In
that's clear.
Canadian football?
No.
Real football.
You got the 100 yards, and then how wide is the
It
end
seems
zone?
about 10, right?
Yeah, let's go with a 10.
That's it?
So you were off by 30 yards.
30. What about after there, but behind the end zone to the wall?
All right, now you're talking 150 yards.
Like what the mind of a comic and what makes them like that? Well, we're done with you. There he is. Norm.
You get my fucking text about your show?
No.
I love it.
We're on the air.
It's okay.
Yeah, of course.
It's good. They're greeting each other.
Oh, hey,
Norm
great to meet
Macdonald,
you. How you
Anthony.
doing?
What's up, boys?
How you doing? I've seen you
The rest of the
on
group.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I do
awesome.
my YouTube videos and
Yeah, it's awesome.
and stuff. It's fun, you know. You fuck off a little bit here and there.
Kevin Farley?
How you doing?
Sit down, Norm.
Pleasure. Take a seat. I think we're kind of running out of seats. Take the couch right there.
Hilarious special, too, by the way.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh my God! Saw the special the other
We're
night.
not on the fucking
Oh
radio.
yeah. We do that.
Yes,
we just
they're on-
you can
you're
say
on.
fucking. That's how we roll.
We're on the radio right now?
We just bring it in and let it roll. That's how that works.
I know, you're looking at
the picture.
Colin's looking at a picture of Hitler.
That's my room. I'm looking for different motifs.
That's your screensaver?
That's my screensaver.
I gotta put on my cans,
You know
man.
Jim Norton?
Yeah, we just saw his
Jimmy Norton.
You can see it, Norm.
See, we like bringing everybody in at different times. The host of the show, the
This
guests.
is fun. I
guys
saw
just-
you guys on the YouTube, you know? I saw you and Jim and you.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
On
YouTube.
YouTube.
Fun on the YouTube.
Yeah, you never watch fucking YouTube? What the
No,
fuck?
Our next panelist for Broadcast Minds began his career in stand-up comedy, and his early writing work for Roseanne and Dennis Miller opened the door for him to join the cast of Saturday Night Live, where he was the anchor of the Weekend Update with his trademark line, "Now the Fake News." You can catch him on the Video Podcast Network's Norm Macdonald Live. Help me welcome the incomparable Norm Macdonald. Thanks for coming, man. Thank you. And now for the moderator. Tom Green is one of the most unpredictable comedians on the earth. He's was the host of the Tom Green Show on MTV, and he's a pioneer of internet television, doing a live daily show from the comfort of his own living room, Tom Green's House Tonight. And he's also the host of the current show on Access TV, Tom Green Live. And recently he's released one of the finest beers to ever come out of Canada, Tom Green Beer, the most consistent branding man in television, Tom Green.
Yeah.
Hey. How are you, Norm? Hey, Callie, how are you? Chris? Hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome to the Broadcast Minds panel. You guys ready to have a good time tonight? Oh, no, it's this morning. It's morning. It's morning now, is it? Oh, my God. We had a good night. The night hasn't ended yet. We've been partying it up all night, right, guys?
True.
Yeah, this is...
I'll tell you something, that Crazy Girls, that's truth in advertising.
Oh, yeah. So this is exciting. We're going to have a conversation here today about television and broadcasting. And what's exciting about this is everybody here has taken their passion in life and turned it into something amazing. Yeah, and we've all built our own little television studios as well, right? Yes. All four of us have built our own little television studios using consumer electronics, new technology. TriCaster. Norm, you're doing the video podcast network and the Norm Macdonald Live show using a TriCaster. Callie, you have a TriCaster. You have a TriCaster. Is it more fun doing it on your own, producing the show yourself? Your new podcast is completely independent, and or do you prefer broadcast television?
No, I prefer narrowcasting because, like when I first came to Hollywood, I met Richard Pryor. And I remember he said this thing. He was like, because I said, everybody loves you, you know? And he's like, I can't do Richard Pryor. But he's like, no, they don't.
Yeah.
I'm doing Cosby. He said, no, they don't. He goes, what? He goes, only 1 in 10 people even know me, and only 1 in 100 like me. He goes, but that's enough. You know, because it's, and I thought about, it's like 3 million people, you know? And so that's what's cool about, like, you having your own narrow casting thing is that only tune in for you, you know? So if I go on Letterman, they're going to see Letterman, you know? They're tuning in to see Letterman. I'm the guest. They might like me, they might not like me. You know?
I don't know about that. Everybody likes you, right?
Everybody likes you.
But when you were making Saturday Night Live, when you were on Saturday Night Live, there was all this preparation, writers, and all sorts of people involved, executive producers, and now you can just do it all yourself. Is that process more fun and making the show more fun?
I like doing everything myself because I'm like you, a stand-up. So we started completely independent, and completely responsible for bombing or doing well,
Yeah.
And so that's how we start. We grew up in stand-up, so it was funny, what Chris was telling me. I just read a book from when I was a kid called Future Shock by Alvin Toffler, but that's what he talks about. It's an amazing book, but he says, like, in the future, which is now, that people that don't understand technology will become obsolete, and they'll get future shock.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we're there.
Callie,
has and he said they'll have an enormous amount of product, and that's I was just talking to Callie backstage. She has so much product, it's unbelievable.
Review units, gadgets, technology.
But hundreds of hours.
Oh, yeah. I've been doing it for about 8 years.
So you've now built a large facility in Dallas.
Yeah, as Philip said, we started out really in a bedroom in a house, like a lot of YouTubers or online content people. But we've been able to grow over the years. First, we went into a 4,000 square foot studio that we leased. Now we've bought a building that we can really customize, make it state-of-the-art technology. It's gonna be geek heaven.
Bought a building. That's pretty cool.
I know.
My kid. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a sports guy. Grew up in Canada with you. I wanted to be a sportscaster, do hockey. But you know what my kid does? He's only 10. He does a podcast. Nobody listens to it. But he does it because he loves PTI. So he does like a sports podcast. And he'll have that, that Malcolm Gladwell thing where if you do 100,000 hours, you're an expert. He's doing like 20 hours a week, like nobody's listening to it.
Yeah.
But he's getting better and better. Like, it's amazing. I would have loved that when I was a kid. Wouldn't you have loved that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Who are some of the guests that you have coming up in the new season of Norm Macdonald Live?
We got the great Fred Willard. We got Larry King. We got Ray Romano, the great Ray Romano. Hey, we had Mickey Rooney booked, but.
Yeah.
We would have been the last guys.
Was he really? He was booked on that ticket?
Yeah, he was booked for the next week.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now,
I didn't mean to bring everybody down. He had a good life,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, is there stuff that you can talk about on the show? Does this conversation go off in crazy directions that you wouldn't take it?
Well, the interesting thing is, like, when you have no notes from censors or anything. So the first shows were like, practically pornographic.
Yeah.
Like, you just say anything that comes to your mind. So you have to, censor yourself. Like,
you have to decide who your audience you want to be, who they are, and where you want to go with it, and then you have freedom.
But you have to. Yeah, you have to sort of give notes to yourself. Yeah. Like, there was a great Bob Dylan line. He said, what do you say? If you live outside the law, you must be honest. Yeah. So that's what I think. Like, if nobody's telling you what to do, you gotta do it. You gotta tell yourself what's right and wrong.
Right. Yeah. Now, Callie, it might be interesting from your perspective to tell people like how you've built up what you do from scratch. You started this in your house, and
she makes money.
And you make money. Yeah.
We use a service called Patreon, and I don't know how many viewers are out here right now, but we have so many people who are willing to support the show on a monthly basis just because they love what we do. They get the show for free, and they will always get it for free, but they continue to just give us money because they love it. And they want to be part of the family.
Patreon?
Patreon, exactly.
Chris, you like using Twitter?
I do use Twitter.
Norm, you like using Twitter?
I use it all wrong, but
we all enjoy using Twitter. How often do you tweet, Norm? I notice you. I follow you on Twitter.
Yeah.
You're often tweeting in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You just wake up sometimes in the middle of the night and just feel the urge to tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I like to do? Because I like tweeting, and then mostly I like reading my fans, a lot of who hate me. I don't know why they're following me, but that's what's actually interesting. Like, I remember when I was on Saturday Night Live, Lorne Michaels told me the first year, he goes, you know, people will come up to you in the street and say they like you and you'll think you're popular, but the people that hate you don't come up to you. And I was like, oh. So every time a guy complimented me, I go, oh, that guy probably hates me. But then, it's true.
Yeah.
Because when you get Twitter, you're like, oh, I see.
Yeah. Now
some people like me and some people hate my guts.
Twitter has given us all so much more access to all of those millions of people that hate us. Yeah.
And none of them,
in my case, I'm speaking
none of
for
them
myself.
have. Like at first, I was worried that they'd come and murder me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
But that's never happened yet.
Yeah.
It seems like when they break down the barrier between the fans and the performers, the psychopaths they like that.
Yeah.
I hope Chris pulls a rabbit out of his hat later.
I pull it sometimes out of my ass.
I know people that have gotten, when Twitter started, they got TV shows because they had 4 million followers, and they go, the TV network goes, oh, 4 million people will watch the guy's show immediately. It doesn't work.
I know a headline magician in town that literally buys his Twitter followers. Yeah. I won't say who it is.
Wow.
But buys his Twitter followers. You've inspired me in so many ways because of what you did, back in the day before it was popular, before people were doing it, was really something.
Tom was before his time.
Giving people the opportunity to kind of control your destiny, right, with a camera.
I just say never build a TV studio in your living room. Never do it. Do it in a park or something before you do that. But
don't you find also being before your time, like you always are, doesn't pay a lot?
Yeah. The pioneers leave with the arrows in their back.
Where'd that come from?
That sounds painful.
I don't know. I just made that up. No, somebody told me that once.
No. Sounds like the search.
So Norm, how do you? Let's talk about the technology for some of the technology you guys are using, the actual equipment, and then after that we can actually open it up for some questions. We can take some questions from the audience. But like, what equipment are we using here? We're using TriCasters, cameras, right? We're using cameras. And
the cameras give you the picture.
Yeah.
Well, what's great about the
microphones?
new
microphones. The sound goes through the microphone.
Oh wait, you're supposed to have a microphone?
Down the wire into the TriCaster.
I did a stand-up special, and like I did the other times I've done stand-up specials, the networks do it, And I always hate them, so they'll have like a crane shot, like swooping down, and that's their big thing. They want to do a crane shot. And it's just me.
Doesn't distract the audience at all with the crane.
Yeah, so you're trying to do a joke, and a crane's coming at you.
All they're paying attention to is the crane.
So I said, I don't want to do it. Like, I want to do it in a small club. I want to do it my own way. So anyway, I just did it with digital cameras and did like 2 shows, and it was awesome. And then I did 3 cameras, I did 2 shows, so I did 3 cameras here, and then in the second show I used the 3 cameras elsewhere.
Yeah.
So it looks like 6 cameras.
Yeah.
So, but it was so fun, and you edit it exactly the way you want it,
Yeah.
And because I don't shoot the audience when I do it. And whenever I've done a stand-up special, they always shoot the audience. So if you talk about a Chinese guy, they cut to a Chinese guy.
Sure.
And so I like doing it just my own way, and it was like so fun, especially with stand-up, because you know how stand-up, you're very protective of it. You don't want them to mess it up. And I always thought when I saw a stand-up special, anybody's stand-up special, even when I was a kid, like George Carlin, they'd show the stand-up special, and then there'd be 200 names on the credits. And it's just a guy on stage.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sure, I don't know what those 200 people were doing, but so my next special is just going to have 1 credit.
Yeah. Yeah, take it back. Okay, well, let's open up the floor to some questions. There is a microphone right there. If you have a question, why don't you go stand by the microphone, and we will field some questions from our audience. And the microphone is right over there. This gentleman here. What's your name, sir, and what is your question?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Carmelo. I'm working for the government in Belgium. The question for
You're from Belgium?
From Belgium.
Belgium, nice.
We've got a very nice stand over there if you want to see.
Okay.
And Belgian chocolate tonight.
Okay, bonjour, monsieur.
So, I'm a technician.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Yeah, bonjour.
Yeah,
bonjour.
Whatever.
Je
parle français un petit peu. No, Belgium, they speak French.
They speak French? Yeah, we speak 4 languages, my dear.
Oh, okay, now you're showing
Small
off.
country, too many languages. So from a technical point of view, I want to get your answer on that. What's the technology which today does not exist that you would love to leverage in your own businesses? I know it's a tricky question.
Time travel.
I cannot make this one.
We all have time travel forward.
Yeah. Yes, that's.
Actually, we have time travel backwards because what is on YouTube is always there. Whatever you do is always online, right?
That is a good question.
I'd like to do is Sims, because I do a lot of. I'm a degenerate gambler. This guy showed me how to do Sims, which is like you play the game. If it's a basketball game, you play the basketball game 10 million times and see exactly what will happen.
Yeah.
And so I've become obsessed with Sims. and then this other guy told me, I'm so into Sims. But this guy told me that he thinks that we're, all of us here, all of life is a sim. Because he said, like, a computer will have the original, and then, of course, you have the 10 billion sims, right? So the chance that you hit the original is almost zero. The chance you hit the sims is like almost 100%. So he said the odds are that we are a sim.
This panel is not actually happening right now.
No.
Or it's happening.
It's a pale like variation of an actual 4 really cool people. You know what makes things a lot easier is lighting. Like I find lighting enormously burdensome in everything I've done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything about video is burdensome.
Yeah.
Production.
But if there was like some of these cameras need less lighting now.
Oh yeah.
And I wish they'd come to a day when there was no lighting necessary, because
it's radio.
A television program, and I decided to make a viral video.
Yeah.
So
You set out to make a viral video.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So I said, it was called a sports show. It was a comedy sports show, right? So I just went to the basketball court and threw a basketball from full court for like 5 days.
Yeah. So you got it in.
Yeah, and one swooshed, right? And then I told the people on the show, I said, hey, let's make this video viral, And it's me throwing a full court basket. Anyways, 600 views.
Congratulations.
So that's what they're saying. Like you can't.
Well, maybe it just hasn't caught on yet. It could explode tomorrow.
It could.
Yeah. Okay, here we have another. We have a guy over there.
Oh, going.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want him to ask? You prefer him? What?
Being polite.
Oh, they have Mike over there too. Look at that. Oh, there's a guy. This is the guy over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
It's technology.
Okay, you go ahead then. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Nick from Arizona. I was just wondering if you had any tricks or advice to procuring talent, guest talent, like you went from interviewing people on the street to being able to interview celebrities, and any tricks to bump up?
He just interviewed Dan Rather, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Well, it's Norm knows.
I tweet them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How did you get Ray Romano to come do your new
tweeted
show?
him.
Yeah. Huh?
Like, you know what I do? I don't tweet them. I just go like, hey, man, Ray Romano would be cool to have on the show. And then it says, @Ray Romano. So then they send that all to Ray Romano. They go, oh, why don't you come on the show, Norm Show, and stuff like that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I tried that with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It didn't work.
Tom, how do you get, because you have some amazing guests, how do you procure those guests?
Well, when I started doing my internet show, it was a few years ago, there wasn't as many podcasts and things, and I reached out to people that I was just a huge fan of, and at the time there wasn't as much competition to get people, and people like Norm would come do my show all the time, and eventually
One time I went on Tom's show. I did the Tonight Show. Remember that?
Uh-huh.
I did the Tonight Show, which is taped at 5:30, and his show is live at 9. So I did the Tonight Show with the band Pitbull. Remember?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then I took the band Pitbull, went over to Tom's house, did his show, which went on before the Tonight Show.
Yeah, we scooped him. So basically, Norm brings my guests. But don't be afraid to ask people, and if you're,
people like talking about themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at us, we're all up here. All right, now your turn. Thank you for your question. What's your name and?
I'm Ryder Cast. I'm from Ryerson University in Toronto.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, you guys have been talking a lot about social media.
Ryerson?
Yeah.
Awesome.
RTA program in Ryerson. There's this school of thought that says social media only preaches to the converted. People like your page and then you're able to contact them. So what is your thought on that? Because you guys have obviously built up these big social media followings. And also, so how do you overcome that? And also, do you agree with that idea that you can only really reach these people who already like your content?
I find, like with Twitter, mine stopped. So I kind of agree with you. It stopped at a certain amount, and then grew very incrementally from there. But
maybe you should like oranges instead of bananas.
What?
Maybe you should like oranges instead of
How do you know that?
That's his Twitter bio.
But yeah, I don't know how. I'm with him. I don't know how the fuck. I'm sorry.
No, we're all big boys. Okay, so let's go over here. Thank you for your question, Ryerson. Okay, let's go to this. We'll go back and forth now. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Neil Scott from Calgary, Canada.
Hey, everybody's from Canada.
I'm feeling left out.
A lot of Canadians out here.
Okay,
Too many.
My question is prompted by what Callie said earlier about content that you put out there stays on the internet forever. So the question I have for all of you is, how do you manage content that's out there that no longer fits your brand or you wish you hadn't said in the first place?
Yeah, like I never should have humped that dead moose. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about this question.
And also, if you do, like, because I do stand-up like Tom, we go around the country, and so radio stations will interview, you do like 4 or 5 radio stations in the morning, and then they have their cameras, and that goes on the internet. So wherever you are, and you're in the morning, and you don't know what you're talking about, you say some crazy thing.
Yeah.
Then it's on the internet forever, and then, whatever.
It's actually a problem, really. It really is, because there's so much video. Everybody's filming with their cameras and their cell phones all the time. It ends up really kind of watering down what you want people to actually see. And when they search, they don't know where to look. So, you have to sort of learn.
On the other hand, when I go on the internet and look on YouTube and stuff, like for somebody that I like, I want to see everything. So, you know what I mean? I want to see the bad stuff and the cool stuff, like, because I get addicted to YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I'll watch and I'll go, I got to remember that motherfucker over there. Like, on those. But, they got that side thing. I go there next, and I watch that for 10 minutes. And I'm over there, and then it's 5 in the morning. And I start tweeting.
Chris, what's the YouTube videos that have got the highest views for you?
I think for me, it was The Walk on Water. I think it has like 50 million, and then collectively there's over 250 million views. But yeah, I mean, it's just an interesting world that we live in, and it's you know, there's
Funny,
a lot of
Jesus walked on water, not one hit.
We have time for a few more questions, so let's go ahead with your question. Let's see if we can get these last 3 people in before we run out of time.
Okay, hi, my name's Jennifer Dines, and I work at a public access station in Portland, Oregon. And so,
Nice.
Thank you. What we need to do is get people to create their own content and encourage them to come up with their ideas and then see them through to the end. We also have a TriCaster 8000, so that's a good start. But no matter how much technology we have, if their content sucks, no one's going to watch it. And so I guess my question is, how would you teach a public access class? How would you get people to make their own show and have it be of some substance?
Oh, Tom, you could answer that.
Well, you know, it's like we've been talking about. You need to start with, you know, in something that's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be interesting. That's, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be funny. It doesn't necessarily, but interesting is always good. I would say start by humping a dead moose.
We've already done that.
But
we've even had the naked guy, and you know, just didn't.
Oh, this sounds like a good show. That's my kind of show. But you know, just people have to just think of something that people are going to want to watch, and you know, that's what I'd say. What do you guys say?
Maybe there's too much information.
Yes.
Maybe there's too much stuff already. Maybe there's enough. Maybe we can stop.
Yeah. So the answer is do nothing then. Yeah. That would be the yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you. We have time for one more question. We have a minute left. We have to wrap
We
this
can
up.
do two.
We have 2 more questions.
That was basically my question.
3.
What could or should be the future of access television? So she kind of asked that, so I'm willing to pass it on to the next guy. But unless you want to say something.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, in all seriousness, you know, you can spend too much time figuring out how the cameras work and getting everything lit right and setting up your set, and you forget that you still have to have an interesting conversation. So, yeah. Go.
Hi, Gary Robinson from LA. I was wondering how you utilize the live streaming abilities of the TriCaster to interact with the audience, or do you mainly use it for podcasting and post-based stuff?
How do you guys?
I mean, really, you can use the TriCaster in so many different applications. You know, I've used it to have, you know, to roll in content, to have people participate that are at home on their computer. You know, you can. It's really endless what you can do with that thing. The virtual sets, just so many ways. Pre-tape, live.
Your show's live, right, Norm?
Yes, it is. I'd like to get what's a virtual set?
Virtual set is basically a green screen that you can have. You can create one from scratch, or you can use.
No, I understand green screen.
Yeah. Then what you did with the news.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are out of time, but let's take our one last question, and we cannot do the question. Let's not take your question. You can come ask your question to us right over here personally after the show. Thank you very much, everybody, for being part of the panel. Thank you, Chris Angel, Callie Lewis, Norm Macdonald, and thank you.
And make sure you check out Tom Green's show at the Hard Rock, Chris Angel at the Luxor, and everybody else online. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you guys being here.
Awesome job.
Pardon me? No, I didn't hear what he said. Come, bro.
going on? No, I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry. What did you say, sir? Who? So what do I give a fuck? No, you're saying I'm not very funny. What?
You got my money. You got my money. That's okay.
How much money? How much money I got that's yours? No, honestly, I don't care. How much?
Well, a couple bucks.
Are you alone or you just by yourself?
When I'm with someone.
So,
PM. He's not alone, unfortunately.
no, but so what was the idea? So here's the thing. So you go, I'm gonna pay money. Go see this dude, right? I think it's probably costs a lot of money, right? So, no, that would be an awful thing. That would be an awful thing. That would be a terrible thing to do. No, I just want them to understand what exactly happened. So, but anyways, you at some point in your life you thought I was funny. I assume, because I don't got no fucking banjo or shit. So at some point in your life you thought I was funny, right?
Weekend update, baby.
Weekend update. That's nice, thank you. So then, have you ever seen me do anything since Weekend Update? Pardon me?
YouTube Morbid ones.
I'm sorry, what?
YouTube Morbid bits.
I did what?
I saw a lot of YouTube Morbid bits.
YouTube morbid bits? Oh, morbid. I see. And so then, did you like those?
No.
You didn't like those? That was specifically about death. Is that what you mean?
Yes!
So there were clips, but you didn't like those. So then you said, I'll come here to this show.
You said that you were better. You weren't doing the morbid stuff anymore.
Yeah, I'm not doing the morbid stuff anymore. Did I do anything more? First of all, I never said I was better. I never used but have I done anything morbid, do you think?
No, Norm, I love you, baby. That's why I'm here. So shut up.
Why you tell him shut up? He should say I love me. Well, that's nice. Thanks, man. That's cool that you love me. Because it's cool to love someone even if you don't think they're fine. You know, you should love someone even if they disappoint you. No, I'm not going to check them out. Why would I do that? Yeah. So you know, it's nice of you to love me even though I've disappointed you. I'm sorry I was funny, because seriously, I never tried. I'll try to do that or anything like that. But that was nice that you said that you love me on the Weekend Update. And it was sweet that you said you love me. So, I love you too, bro. Oh man, live. We got through that all right. People be, you gotta let people have their opinion and stuff like that. Man that paid a lot of money and then he's like, what the fuck is all this shit? Morbid shit. I didn't really feel that morbid.
Love you, Norm. You rock, Norm. Where's Adam?
But let's do a morbid thing. What are you yelling my name for?
Norman!
Shut the fuck up. Then we gotta do some thing here. Okay. No, that's very nice of you yelling my name.
No problem, Norm.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here, you know, and I was asked to host the ESPYs this year. Yeah, hi, that's my name, Espen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're very kind. You know, in the, what's that? Oh, yeah, no. No, you're absolutely right. That is my name. What's that? Guy yells my name for no reason.